Assalamu alaikum everyone. This is welcome to Stani Army Watchalong. This is the second 2020 Pakistan versus South Africa, and with me today is Shazeb and
Assalamu alaikum,
Doc.
everyone.
Assalamu alaikum guys.
Alaikum
Everyone,
salam.
How are you doing guys? You okay?
Yeah, not too bad. Just ready for the next game of yourself, as everyone else.
Yeah, Alhamdulillah, all good. So far we've got South Africa winning the toss, and they've decided to field. There are a few changes in their lineup. Um, I'll just
We're
Pakistan
unchanged.
basic.
Yeah,
We're unchanged. Pakistan is unchanged. Same 11 as the last game, and South Africa
should
they've
be happy to
gone
be
with.
back in first?
I'm not complaining. I don't mind.
I
We
didn't.
don't go on, carry on.
Yeah, sorry. Go on, Shabazz.
Yeah. I don't mind. Wasn't really bothered about a ball first, as long as we win the game. But I'm okay with that. What about you, Cal?
Yeah, I personally do you think they were going to do any changes because obviously it's a winning combination. Even
Mm.
though I think we should have maybe done a few changes, but the winning combination, they're not going to do a change on that, are they? What do you think, Doc?
Yeah, I don't know. I feel like once you pick if you've got a three-match series and you pick a team for the first game, like you've someone's got to be pretty bad to drop them after one game, haven't they? Especially in T20, where you can come in and you can get you can knock one up in the air straight away. So I think they were always going to go with an unchanged team. The only thing is, if not dropping a player for form, maybe you drop a player for fitness or resting them. So I don't know if Shaheen played the last game. I don't know if Shaheen needed to play today, just to give him a bit of a rest.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I agree. I was slightly disappointed, to be fair, to see the same team. I wanted to see a couple of changes. I know we won, but I just feel like we need to try different players. Normally, I'm not the type of guy to be like, yeah, we need to change, especially after winning. But with the World Cup around and the new players we've got in the team that have hardly been tested, I thought we would have, changed a few. But it is what it is, and I'm not. Let's hope we come in the game.
I think
What do you think?
basically.
Who would you
Sorry.
have? Who do you think you might have not played today that played the last game?
I would have rested Shaheen, put Hasnain in. I feel like he's been in the team for a while now and deserves more chances. And I would have I put in Danish Aziz for Iftikhar Ahmed.
Mm.
I just feel like in the past year or so, in a couple of competitions, Danish Aziz have played so well, and we've seen Iftikhar for so long now, and I don't feel like he's gonna get any better. To be fair, God knows how old he is. So I would have personally played Danish Aziz and Hasnain.
Yeah, I feel like we know what Shaheen can do. We know what
Mm,
Harrison can do. I would even possibly have gone with Hassan Ali and Hasnain. Just to swap two seamers for the other two seamers. Even take out Fahim and put him on Ahmed Yamin. I mean, for me, Fahim's played a lot of cricket recently. He did all right the other day, but he wasn't fantastic. Or no one was that good with the bat apart from obviously there was one. And just from a bowling point of view, I don't think the seamers did that well from memory. So I maybe would have brought Ahmed Yamin in and given him a go instead of Fahim. But yeah, I mean, I think the likes of Hyder Ali and Hussein Dillat and Bushdil, they probably deserve a few more games, don't they? They're obviously kind of relatively new in this environment. Same with Nawaz, probably would have kept Nawaz, although you've got Zahid Mahmood as another spinner as well potentially.
Zafar Gohar as well, who was I'm sure is in the squad. But yeah,
Yeah, yeah.
like you said about Kushtil and Heather, they're new. You get me? They're still trying to learn the game, and I just don't think we're not gonna go anywhere far with this car. That's my opinion anyway. So I would have played Danish Aziz personally.
It's
But
a,
yeah,
no, go on, go on.
but yeah, it is the same 11. So let's hope we can just get the win, and then the next game we can hopefully make some changes.
Which is yeah, which I agree with. But then that's the thing, isn't it? You bring someone in for one game, and
Mm,
just at the end of a series is difficult, isn't it? They're probably not. There isn't enough international T20 cricket. I mean, there's plenty of
mm,
cricket generally in the world, but there's probably not enough international T20 cricket. Like if you think of like a Premier League football team that's got a squad of 20, you're playing like 50, 45, or 40, maybe 40, 45 matches a season. So you can rest and rotate and give everyone enough chance. Whereas if you're only playing a few T20 games and then you give someone one game at the end of a series, I mean, if Danish Aziz plays in the next game and gets 15 off 10,
exactly.
I don't know, what have you learned? You haven't learned very much.
Yeah, I've
Um,
seen in the past as well. Definitely in them kind of situations where a player gets one game, whether it's T20 test one day, and then you won't see him again for like a couple of months or a year or so.
yeah.
So hopefully that doesn't happen with our case in this series. But the pitch report's happening right now, and I don't know. I can't really hear him. I think
I
Imi.
doubt it's
Yeah.
changed that much. But yeah, no, I didn't quite catch that. So
Mm.
South
South
Africa
Africa
in
done
there
a
as
few
well.
changes as well. Um,
Yeah, I think they made a
I
couple.
just got their lineup on the screen now.
Are we thinking that they just don't want to bowl second because of the dew
Could be, could be.
and
Uh,
gripping the ball potentially?
yeah, they probably thought as well. Last game they wasn't that far off. Don't mind us batting again. Probably could be a few factors to it. But like I said, me personally, I don't mind batting first. I want Barber to get a big score now.
Yeah,
After,
he's due
you know
one.
what I mean? He's due one, isn't he?
Assalamu alaikum, Umar. You okay?
Assalamualaikum, boys.
How are you, Manumar?
I'm buzzing to see Chacha Ifti back today.
Right.
Yeah, they've made 3 changes. It is showing on the screen now.
Yeah, I've got the change. I've got the lineup on the screen now. South
This
Africa's
this
lineup.
this morning, I was hoping that we'd bowl first. I would have liked us to. I would like to seen us chase a big score
Mm.
for once.
But at the same time, I want us to make a big score for once.
Hmm.
You know what I mean?
They did get really close the last game, I think.
Yeah, I
Very
think
close.
closer.
Yeah, I think they did get pretty close. But I feel like I always felt like we had the game in hand. Don't you think?
Hmm.
Yeah, I thought the score was around par. And I knew with the kind of weakened side of South Africa, we'd had enough. But I never thought it'd be that close, to be fair.
Yeah.
And our England correspondent Adil is back. Shout out to
That's the deal.
Adil.
Yes, I did.
Adil legend.
Say welcome salam to everyone as well.
What's that?
Salam Habib.
What's the predictions today then? What's the score we making? How many we bowling Matt for? What do you reckon, Doc?
I don't think we can bat as a collective. I don't think we can bat quite as bad as we did last time. Because we were pretty poor the other day, weren't we? Apart from Rizwan. So I think we'll get a decent score. The pitch, from what I could see, I couldn't hear the pitch report, but I know they say it's going to turn. But yeah, 180 should be fine. I think I'm pretty confident with the bowling attack we've got since we're not resting kind of Shaheen and Harris, and we've got Osman Qadir, who was pretty unplayable for at least 3 overs last game. I'm pretty confident. What about yourself?
Yeah, exactly what you said. 180, 190, maybe 200. I might be pushing it. But I want everyone to chip in today. I don't want like a one-sided innings. I want it to be like a team effort, like a last game. Rizwan carried the whole innings, to be honest with you.
Yes.
So I want everyone to chip in. I don't want no one making low scores. Obviously, there will be a few, but I just want everyone to just do their bit and do it as a team collective.
I'd like to see Heather play long innings.
Yeah, every time he just passes, the shots he plays are just so good.
And it feels like once he gets to 30, he's like, okay, that's it, that's my job done. But I want him to get like 70, 80. Because he's the type of guy that everyone talks about, oh, big hitter, big hit. This guy can naturally just hit big. He doesn't need to force it. He doesn't need to just swing from the hip all the time. This guy can play proper shots. It's probably not the right comparison, but he is a little bit like Sharma.
Yeah.
So effortlessly can score at 160, 170 without, having to slug every ball. So he can whether he opens or he bats at 3, he's got a big job.
Cal, you got a fan here. They've watched your celebration 100 times from the last game. Thanks, Adam.
I can't even remember how I did it myself.
You were about Imi and Shazir were first, and then it was me, and then you were about 10 minutes later.
Because what it was, we wasn't watching the.
Yeah, we muted it because we were a little bit behind.
That's why.
I think the point you made about Heather, I think he'll learn as he goes along. Hopefully, he's still young,
hope
innit?
so.
Yeah,
hope so.
You gotta hope so.
Because sometimes it feels like he's capable of a lot more, but they've got him in the team just to bash.
I hope
that could just mess him up.
50 today minimum.
Yeah, but he did say, didn't he say in that interview that he said there was an interview saying that I don't just want to be a big hitter all the time.
Yeah.
I want to play substantial innings, but obviously it hasn't quite translated, is it?
Do you know the thing is, Doc? Yeah, we've got like Babar to do. That anchor the innings. We've got one. We don't want 2 openers to do the same thing. Like Babar's normally the one who stays there and bats around the rest of them.
When he doesn't
Yeah.
get run out for none, yeah.
Yeah, as long as that. If he gets out, then obviously the game plan's changed, then isn't it? Then obviously you can switch to Rizwan, but I think Rizwan should just go all out on attack. That's it, because that's what we want. We need one opener to attack.
Yeah,
The
but
other one just
this is the thing. This is the thing with Rizwan. So first of all, it'd be interesting to get from guys who are watching. Just put your predictions in for how many you think Pakistan will get, or how many you think we need anyway on this track and against this South Africa team. The thing with Rizwan is obviously his output from the last game was brilliant. 1-0, whatever he got. I can't remember how many balls was his 100 in.
60 odd, I think.
60 odd balls, right?
Right.
So, but the problem is at one point he was 30 off 31. So
Yeah.
obviously the end result is brilliant. Some critics will say that he puts pressure on the guy at the other end. So I don't know. I feel like Rizwan and Babad. I would like a hitter there with one of them, but I don't know. I'd have one of them at 3. I'd maybe have Heather opening with one of them.
But Doc, okay, let's say we take his first 31 balls out.
Right.
So people are happy with Rizwan to score 75 off. I think I worked out it was about 69 off 32 or something, rather than score 100.
No, that's understandable, Umar. But the problem is
that's a good question. That's a good question, that Umar, because there are some people that would rather he did get. Sorry, it's just a comment that's come through about my turtleneck. We'll come to that in a minute. Hassan Ali's showing off for the camera. He's a good lad, isn't he? Because there are some people that will say it's better to get 69 off 32 and let your other hitters have some time than it is to get the 30 off 31. I don't know. I think it's probably a statistical debate rather than just pure runs.
But eating that many balls up in the beginning, I think that's because if he gets out, then they're in deep trouble.
Okay, but then here's the counter argument to that. Nobody else did anything. So if he gets out for 60, we score 140 and we lose the game.
Yep. No, you're right.
So let's say if Khush still bats 15 balls and scores 16, which he has been, then there's no point Rizwan scoring that 70 off 30. It's going to go in vain, isn't it?
I think you know what it is, yeah. We'll have some games where we probably make 30 off 25 and get out. And some games like last game. So I reckon every game we play, there's going to be things said by people, whether it's positive or negative.
You know that last game, I think we were still at least 10-15 runs short.
Yeah.
We just got lucky, yeah.
Right, first ball coming up.
Get over the line.
It's JJ Smuts bowling to Rizwan.
There you go, 4 for 1 already.
Boundary.
Yeah, I think
you listen to all of us.
He needs to just go out and just go all guns blazing. We need one opener definitely to be striking the ball because it's a lot easier to obviously if the ball is in the air and that the less fielders there, so you can take more risks early on. Then later on, it's a little bit more, riskier where they've got the fielders.
I feel like the likes of Rizwan and Babad would still be. I'm not saying drop Babad down the order, but the likes of Rizwan and Babad would still be fine lower down the order. Whereas someone like an Iftikhar or one of your hitters, I think just needs to take best use of the power play. I don't know. It's a difficult one.
It is a difficult one. That's the thing.
At one stage of the game, last game, we was looking at 180 plus.
Yeah, but I don't think that's Rizwan's fault, Carl. I think that's
what I think is when it come towards Rizwan getting the century, the game slowed down a bit. I think it were more like for Rizwan to get his century than for them to completely take the game away from South Africa. That's what I thought anyway.
He was still playing his shots though, wasn't he? I mean, he almost got out in the 90s, I think.
But
if you look at it, in the last 5 overs, we scored less runs than we scored from the 10th to the 15th.
It feels like our fans would rather be 60 for 4 in the 6 overs rather than 35 for no loss in 6 overs.
Yeah, but the point you make, Cal, the lower order was disappointing as well. Like it was on them. Like Iftikhar, Talat, who else was there? I forgot.
Talat got unlucky. He can't.
To be honest, he was.
That was just down to our umpiring. Do you know what I'm saying? You can't really say Talat did.
Babad off the mark.
Yes.
We're not getting trolled today from the Kohli lot.
Like you were saying, you can't fault Talat. That was never his fault. To be honest, he was batting really well.
Yeah, he was.
Well, he was batting well, and then it was just given out really badly.
I think with
6 for none.
Yep, with all the saga about Hafiz and that, it looks like we do need a number 4. So I'm gonna keep a close eye on Talat today and in the future to see how he does, man. Because we do need that number 40-20 batsman.
To be honest, he's the perfect from what we've got, he's perfect there. If anything, I'd like to see Fahim pushed up the order to kind of utilize his
But
batting.
I don't know if you've realized, Fahim's hitting game, like going out and start going hitting straight away is gone. He's more of
To
a
be-
he's more of a player where going in, getting himself in, and then playing his shots after that. Look, he tried it on the last 2020 game. He got out straight away.
To be honest, I said that during the New Zealand tour. I said maybe he's not a T20 slugger or
Yeah.
one-day slugger to finish the
He
innings.
needs a
Maybe,
few overs.
exactly. Maybe he's a proper batsman.
Yeah. Because look, like if you look at it, obviously, apart from the 2020, the tests and that what he's been playing in the one days, he's been getting himself in, and then he's
Oh,
been
lovely
Shot.
shot, Babar. Lovely shot.
That's what we love to see.
Beautiful.
Boundary, 10 for none.
Have they dropped the other guy, the one that ran up Barber out?
They've made
He-
3 changes
He
now.
was limping, wasn't he? Remember?
Oh yeah, he got an injury right at the end.
Mm.
That's a
Bill
shame.
Jones, Smuts, and
Walaikum salam, Umar Hussain. Thanks for joining us. Thanks everyone for joining us. Stick with us. Hopefully we'll have a bit of fun and hopefully watch Pakistan win. Oh no,
Oh
that's
no!
Plum. He's gone. Babar's gone.
Oh,
LBW.
for God's sake.
There's no point reviewing that. Ah,
Has he reviewed it?
unless he
Is
hit
it-
it.
It looked plumb unless he hit it.
There's no timer. Has he already reviewed? I looked away from the screen for a second. It looks very out.
Well, he's standing around, so we're guessing he's reviewed it. He looks out.
He has.
Oh, he's reviewed it.
This was.
That's
this
plum.
was-
I can't see him hitting that.
It's a bit of a nothing ball, isn't it?
He's just completely missed it. I'm
just
sure there's a little bit of swing, there.
Yeah, there is a bit of.
There's a little bit of swing in, I'm sure he swung in a little.
No, but it's hardly Keshav Maharaj, is it? I mean, come on.
Oh, he's gone. He's gone.
Unless there is the tiniest little nick. Unless they maybe they don't show every single frame like in the test
I don't know
match.
how he's
Yeah.
reviewed that. That's just thingy that if that review costs us later on in the game, I'm sorry, but that's wrong. That at the end.
He's nowhere near it. He's taking a mick. He is.
How can you
Yeah.
review that if you know he's not hit it?
Why would you review that, man?
It's
Oh, for
miles
goodness
away from
sake,
the bat. That's plum.
No,
Well,
the
I like
worst
this
reviews
little
I've
segment.
seen.
That's just ridiculous. He must be thinking, they might do one of the last game thing he got out. They might not.
I think he needs to get
might
rid of
not
the
have.
Gray Nichols, to be honest.
He's
Funny.
off form, man. It's worrying.
The thing
I
is, he
told
played a
you,
lovely.
even the last game I told you guys, since he's come back from injury, he's not the same thing.
It's
telling
the
you, he's not
bat.
the same thing. Say again?
It's the bat.
Hmm.
No,
It's the
not
Gray
bat.
Nichols bat.
I mean, it's very clear. I mean, as soon as I saw it, I said that looks plum. I think everyone here gone. Shocking review.
I don't know how he could review
Middle
that.
thumb.
It's just unbelievable. How can you cost the team the review? It just doesn't make any sense to me.
To be honest, he's done that in every game. Every time he's been LBW, he's reviewed it.
That's just ridiculous. Just because of your captain, you just go and review that. No, man, that's wrong.
Right, who wants to take this? Adam's almost being sacrilegious here, saying, "Are we allowed to question Barber?" We are allowed to question Barber. I reckon no player is beyond questioning.
Look, if at the end of the day, if we could take Safraz from out of the captaining after his bad thingy and take everything away from him, who's Babar? So what if he was scoring runs? At the end of the day, if he's not doing what he needs to do, then he can be questioned. Why can't he be questioned? If Kohli can get questioned, why can't Babar get questioned? It's the same league. It doesn't matter. As long as you got to be performing and you can't do wrong decisions like that. That was just plum. I can't even believe it. He didn't even ask Rizwan. Straight away reviewed it.
No, I think no. I think he did. I think he
No,
did.
he did.
Are you
He did
sure?
ask
I just saw him
Rizwan.
straight away put his.
No, he waited ages to do it.
He waited a while and did a very
he must have
Quinton.
showed me the thing.
It was a kind of a Quinton de Kock like. Yeah.
I know nothing's
But then
coming of
that's
it, but I'm going
Rizwan.
to
That's
review it 'cause
wrong.
again.
That at the end of the day, if we're looking at it from here, he's more closer to it than we are from the TV. And if he could clearly, he would have clearly saw it. That was plum.
It was.
Babar should have known. If he's not hit it, he's gone.
Surely Rizwan told him that's plum. Surely he must have said something.
But
Oh,
he must have known. If he
Everything
did, then
fucking
obviously
about.
he wouldn't have reviewed it.
But the ball itself. So Debrir says he seems to have been infected with his head falling over. So I'm just having a look at the replay now. I can't really see Babar. Well, his head kind of is falling over, but that wasn't a. Is it just me? That was a nothing ball. I don't know what the speed was on it.
It was
But
just
he
up
wasn't
and
even
down.
watching the ball. If you look from the way he's hitting it, he's not even looking at the ball. He's just blindly.
Well, it's kind of like, as De says, his head was kind of falling over a bit, wasn't it? Which means that you don't get... Yeah, so that was 79 miles per hour, that ball. 79 miles per hour, straight up and down. Dwayne Pretorius.
He's
a
at
little
Nick.
bit low.
You
It was a
can't
little bit
deny.
low.
Look, he was so straight. They're showing it again.
I've just seen it. I can't believe Riz is thinking, oh, it's not out. Look at him, how disappointed he is.
I
That's
think
a shocker, that.
because Barber's captain. I think that comes into play as well. He doesn't.
That's what I'm saying. That's
you know
what's
what I
coming
mean?
to play here. Is it all down to the captaincy?
The thing is, I mean, look, being captain. Well, oh, careful, Riz. Inside edge for kind of one here. I think being captain, I guess maybe it just scrambles your mind generally. You have a million more things to think about than when you're not captain. And obviously, Barber isn't used to being a captain. I don't know. Maybe we saw he didn't review particularly well. Even put his batting to one side. He didn't review that well in the Test series either. Even when we were fielding. So I don't know. He's not quite got the knack of this yet, has he?
Yeah, it's a learning process. Don't forget. He's still new as a captain.
Naz agrees. Naz says reckons it's a terrible review. Captain's review. Imran thinks complacent. I don't know. He doesn't strike me as a complacent kind of guy. What do you think, Shazed?
I think him being out of form made him review it. Like, he knows that he needs runs. He needs a lot of runs. And he probably thought, you know what, I need to stay on the pitch. And that's probably played into his head. And ended up reviewing it. I'm sure it was one from the non-strikers and so that must have told him, sorry, that it's plum. Don't review that. But he still did.
I doubt it. I doubt it.
Who knows?
You know why? You could tell with Rizwan's reaction. He was disappointed that it was out. When he seen it on the top screen, you could see when they were just showing it again, yeah. And when they was both watching on the screen, when Babar walked off, Rizwan was like, oh. So obviously he's thinking, yeah, that it was not out. That's why he's doing that. Otherwise,
who knows?
You'd know if it's out. You won't be doing that.
So Naz thinks Babar should be at 3 or 4. De agrees, thinks he should be moved down. I've always said that I'm more comfortable with Babar at 3 or 4, to be honest. And I've spoken before about the two nutters that I want at the top. Umar thinks Babar should stick at the top. Umar, what do you reckon? Umar.
I think Babar averages 50 opening the batting.
Shot.
Boundary.
Yep.
Let's not get overexcited. It's only a few failures. He's 18 months solid. He's been performing, to be fair. You're going to have a dip. You're going to have a dip somewhere.
But I think that's what's happened, innit? You know, because of the injury, now he's come back. I think since he's come back, from his injury, I don't think he's been the same thing.
Yeah, like I agree with Umar. I was about to say the same thing. Don't forget the past 2 years. How he's open, averaging over 50. He will have a dip of form like every player does. So I don't think we need to be reactionary and move him down. Obviously, if he carries on until the next season, then maybe we have to think about it. But for now, I'd keep him in the top order. I wouldn't move him.
But does Babar and Rizwan work?
We don't know. They have a bad luck.
Yeah, that's true. But from what we know about them, the way that they play, I just think there's been a few balls. We've had 2.5 overs, okay? We're 16 for 1, so we're 16 off 15 balls. I'm not saying that. I know you said some of our fans would rather that we were 60 for 4. So I'm not saying I wouldn't want us to be 60 for 4. But I just look at the way England changed their white ball cricket, and they just said, look, just go for it, go for it, go for it. If you get out, oh, he's backed away there. That must be a dead ball.
He did that in the test, didn't he? Was it him or was it someone else?
I can't remember now.
Last game? I think it was.
Shamsi.
Yeah.
I just think we've got these finishes, okay? So we've got whether it's Iftikhar or Asif Ali or Khushdil or Danish Aziz or Hussain Bellet to a lesser extent or Azam Khan, whatever. You've got these guys who we think can hit big. Or we want them to hit big and we want them to be finishers. Why would you not have at least one of them up the order, like most other teams in the world?
You would, definitely.
To take advantage
That's
of the
what you need.
play.
In the opener, you need a guy who's just going to go out there gun blazing. And
yeah, I think isn't that what Heather's doing?
Yeah.
Heather's number 3, if you're already one down, it's a little bit different. I think you need one opener who just goes out gun blazing.
Look, we've got a lot.
If his shots pays off, obviously remember that there's only 2 fielders out.
So
he's got more of a chance of surviving where when he's coming down 6, 7 down, there's like 4 or 5 fielders out. You're going to get caught out most of the time.
Yeah, I was about to say, we've got a lot of games with the rest of the year, and this is where we need to experiment. Like, We've
That's
seen the
about
first. That's a boundary, yeah, on the legs. We've seen the first two games. Baba getting out early and seeing the top three combination. I think as we go along, hopefully, if something does need to improve or we need to change the top order, the management sees it and acts on it. Like we don't want to just keeping the same formula if it's not working. So
Yeah.
we got, like I said, few tours to come after the PSL, and if it's not working, obviously we should swap it around. But like I agree with the Umar, Heather's the number three batsman that's meant to be, hitting it around the park.
This
But ooh,
this outfield's lightning, isn't it?
Yeah.
I
mm,
think
Yeah.
this.
Yeah.
Really
I'm
fast.
telling you, yeah, we need minimum, yeah, 180 plus on this pitch. If we don't, they're getting
Um,
it. Believe me.
Welcome, Sam Umar. Another Umar. We're playing South Africa's C team. Do you think we should be resting a couple of key players so they don't get injured, like
C
Shaheen White?
team. Did you not watch the last game?
Well, no, but if you look at all their players that
If they,
aren't
look,
here,
at the end of the day, what you got to look at is, yeah, just because we haven't seen these players, that doesn't mean that they're like
shot.
what a lovely
C team
shot.
players. At the end of the day, South Africa aren't going to just
Oh,
chuck any
beautiful!
cowboy
What a
players
beauty!
into their team just
No,
for the
but
sake of it.
Cal, if they didn't have that Australia tour cancelled, not many of these players would be playing, right?
Yeah, but you don't know innit? But obviously, they're good enough for them to put them in the team. They're not going to just set anybody now, are they?
All
And
right,
they had
Umar,
the
Cal
option.
doesn't
If you
like
bear
that.
in mind,
So,
they had the option now as well.
I
okay,
They could
I
have kept.
I
They could have
semi
kept a
agree
few of them
with
players.
Cal.
okay. So, do you think we should be resting a couple of key players anyway?
Yes, Shaheen,
Yeah,
Jaja
now
Isti,
obviously after we won the
permanently
first game,
rested.
we should have done.
Rested, it should be dropped
No,
and stripped.
that's also permanently rested.
Yeah, I agree.
The thing is, this South Africa team, a lot of these players have played international cricket. It's not like they completely haven't played and they've just come in like out of nowhere. I've seen Simpala play before. Everyone's seen Junior Dalla play before. Who else is there? Pretorius has played.
The keeper, captain.
Klaassen always plays.
So what you got to look at
Um,
another thing, yeah, is we just about won the last game with our key players, and
yeah,
you
but
want
then
to rest them.
but that's how good our team is, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah,
We're
but
not.
we just
Yeah,
about beat
but
Zimbabwe in a couple of those games a few months ago.
yeah, and
We
that's with the
lost.
key players, and you want to rest the key players now. It doesn't make sense, does it? So what do you want to do? Go and lose and with your non-key
Oh,
players?
No, but Cal, you need to test your. You need to test. You need to. I don't think we've got. I don't think we know exactly what our first choice lineup is. So I think you've got to experiment a little bit. Otherwise, you're going to go into a World Cup, and then if two players get injured or one player's out of form, you don't know what anyone else can do.
No, don't get me wrong. What I'm trying to say here is I don't disagree with you. I think we should have obviously rested a couple of our players. I'm not sure about the key players, but some of them who wasn't didn't perform too well in the last game. And I think the new guys should have got a chance in this game maybe. But obviously because of the winning combination, I think if we lost the game, the first one, then there would definitely been some changes in this game. But because we won it, they must be thinking, let's win this second game, and then in the third game we'll make the changes. What we need to, we will bring
but
the other guys in. What we need to bring in,
Cal, I
which is a
don't think
bit wrong because there's less pressure on them. You want to get them into the deep end where there's a little bit more pressure, and then they've got more exposure. Whereas if you put them in a game where there's no pressure in that, then it's a lot easier, isn't it?
I don't think you learn anything though. If you're 2-0 up and Hussein comes into play, you don't learn anything
Exactly.
because it's a win-win situation. If he gets 4 overs and goes for 40 runs, he's probably not going to play next match again.
Exactly.
Then he's probably not going to start the next game.
So you'd
So
rather
I
have
would
him in
rather
the second
see
game
I'd
where it
rather see
means something.
Hussein, Danish Aziz, them two definitely. If
Yeah.
obviously there's
Stanish
probably
is a great batsman, and we need a hitter. Look, last game none of them really clicked. We should have gave him a chance. I think we should have gave him a chance. We've seen Ifti how he plays. We know he's a hitter, and if he pays off, okay, TK. But it didn't pay off for him from last game.
He's
So we should
living
have
off
gave
that one
Danish.
innings in Australia. If they have
Yeah.
a team doing nothing else, like
did
honestly,
we lose that match?
yeah, we did.
If it's in Australia, just presume we did lose. Yeah.
So
Oh,
we should
shot
have gave
header.
Danish a chance.
Should be a
Well done.
boundary. Lovely shot. Lovely.
Beautiful, beautiful. I
Oh,
think
yeah.
in all our formats, T20 is the one where we've got a lot of uncertainties on who's at number 3, 4, 5, 6. Even the bowlers, like we're so unsure compared to one day and test. Sorry, so there is a lot of work that needs to be done in our T20 team, and with the more we play, the more clear you'll get on who needs to play and who doesn't need to play. Which is why I was so against the team, not against, but like disappointed with the team today. I wanted to see more of the other players play. Like I said, I know we won, but I just feel like we're so uncertain with the T20 team. I don't know where it's going right now. I don't know who's gonna play
Ooh,
next. Whoa.
almost played on their headers. 31
Yeah.
for 1 in the 4th over.
Mm.
Yeah, but if we go, okay, let's say if we go with Heather and whoever opening, if Head and let's say if Heather and Barber open and Riz comes in at 3, yeah. If Heather gets that second ball, we're still in the same position that we are now. So technically, them two are still open.
Yeah, but almost that will happen. Your hitter is going to get out from time to time. They might only come off 1 in 4, but I reckon they'll win that. They'll win that 1 in 4 or 1 in 5 for you. That's why I was always a big fan of putting Shahid Afridi at the top of the order, because when he came down the order, you've got men on the boundary or whatever, and you need to think when you're coming in and you need 60 off 30. It's not just a question of big hitting. Whereas at the top of the order, field is in, just hit. And if you come off, you come off. If you don't come off, don't worry. There's 9 other batsmen or whatever. So I don't know. I guess we could go all day. We could also go all day on this Azam Khan one. So Adam, it was a good point about Azam Khan. But if we start talking about him, we'll be here all day because obviously.
Okay, Cal, Azam Khan, yes or no?
In the team. So yeah.
Azam Khan.
Yes or no? Just yes or no.
Yes.
What for what?
In the team.
Yeah. But does
No,
it mean
but
as a
as in
wicketkeeper
what?
batsman
As in
or
what? As
just
in
Just
batsman?
in the
batsman
team.
or
He's
just
in
a
the
bat-
team.
No,
Yes
no,
or no?
you can't. At the end of the day, you gotta have that.
You said yes
I
or
would
no?
have him in the team just as a batsman. That's it.
Okay.
I
So
wouldn't
yeah.
have him as a wicketkeeper batsman because for that he needs to lose weight.
Is there?
No.
Doc?
Yes, definitely. In and around the squad, definitely. You?
Yes or no?
No.
Okay, and we would go into reasons, but obviously with the game going on now,
Yeah.
we'll come back to that one at some point. Would you consider Kush deal? I would have any of those hitters potentially opening, but yeah, why not?
Point on Kush still right. He's had a few fair games now, and internationally he hasn't really. He's shown glimpses of his ability, but he hasn't really made an innings yet. And for me, he needs to make an innings soon because he hasn't really. Like I said, he's made about 10, 20s and stuff like that, but he hasn't gone above that. So I think he looks like the type of player that he wants to get in and then start hitting. Like he gets off like 6 runs off 10 balls, then he starts hitting. Last
That's
game he was,
everyone, I think.
that is true to be fair. That is everyone. Last game he was unlucky. He hit it straight to the fielder, but that's part of the game. Yeah, he's got to learn from it.
I'm not gonna lie. I don't think
Nice
much
shot.
of it still.
Oh, it's gone. It's gone.
Shot.
Oh, beautiful.
That was gorgeous to watch. Just leant into that.
The outfield is lightning. As soon as
Yeah.
it goes through the circle, it's 4.
So who's heard this PSL 6 anthem? I have to be honest. I must be the only person in the world I haven't heard it.
I haven't heard it. I'll be honest with you.
I heard glimpses.
Okay,
of it.
Doc, you can listen to it live in the innings break.
I heard all of that, but I don't know.
Yeah, I've heard a lot of criticism.
What do you make of it?
I haven't heard it, Umar.
I've heard it. To be honest, I'm not really bothered about it. Some people are like getting really emotional. You kind of like it's a song. Get over it. Like, what's
It's
it
an
gonna do with
anthem.
the?
Oh, but it's not a song. It's an anthem.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, it's like whatever.
All right, Doc. How do you pronounce Sneeman? Dala. And a shout out to you.
Halo Reach.
Dale names shouted out to Umar just reminded me.
Ali Raja's back.
Let's have a look. We'll just go. Sorry, guys. In 2020 cricket, it's difficult sometimes to go through all these comments, but we'll try our best.
36 for 1 after 4.2.
Oh, what a shot! Oh no! Oh no! He picked him out.
Off. Oh my! Again.
Is that ahead, isn't it?
That's such a good shot.
What to get out with?
For goodness sake!
Exactly the same as last game.
I swear there's only one guy out there. It's a nothing ball on leg stump. You can put it anywhere, headed.
There's no way he's hit straight to him, man.
He does that a lot, you know. He times the ball too well, which is you never thought would be a problem.
Getting in, getting out again, header. I mean, we've just seen him play a gorgeous drive like a minute ago. So, I'm not worried about him, but you know what it's like. People will eventually start saying, "Oh, he's not performing. He's not scoring runs." And at the end of the day, you do at some point have to score runs, don't you?
Okay, this goes back to Rizwan now.
Back to square one again, innit?
Exactly. So they'll if Rizwan is 30 of 30, they'll say, "Oh, he's 30." But that's not his fault. It's
But
2
now we've
wickets
got a
falling
big
the other
problem.
side.
Now we've got a big problem. This pitch is definitely a 180 pitch. I'm telling you. Yeah, and now if he doesn't score and nobody else scores, we're gonna be well below par.
What's that comment? Is it is it from Umar Mirza? We think it's Babar's thumb possibly causing some of this stuff.
With that, we'll never know, I guess. Well, like I said, every player will go through this. Even the same about him. He hasn't performed in a while, hasn't he, Kohli? So every top player will go through this. Like, I don't want to see people be like, "Oh, Baba needs to do this, Baba needs to do that." You let him do his thing, and inshallah, he comes back eventually. But yeah, let's not be reactionary. He'll be back in form, hopefully. And let's hope next T20 he does make a big score.
Fine. Sorry, Zaid is not happy with any ideas about Khushtil. I mean, he is a very leg side player. He will say that. So yeah, maybe openings. But then Fucker was a leg side player for a while, and he was all right. But yeah, let's have a look. Ooh, plays on. Maybe it's a bit of a. I mean, I know you said the outfield's quick onward, but there's been a few kind of that they've almost played onto, like the pitch is just kind of holding up a little bit.
Yeah, it's a bit slow, isn't it?
Might help with the spinners as well. Halo, I wouldn't have thought it's Barbara's downfall. I think it probably is just a little bit of bad form and / the injury / being the captain and being new to captaincy. I wouldn't be concerned about a downfall just yet. And welcome, Salam Ali Raja. Thanks for joining. Oh, saying Dalit wafting at one. Yeah, he is struggling against a straight one, which is odd because you would have thought that's not a difficult ball to play if you're Babar Azam.
So would you consider Heather early as unlucky in the past 2 games, or would you say poor batting? That's the debate now, isn't it? Like, people will say, "Oh, Heather Ali, not learning from his mistake, he'll straight to the fielder."
It's not a bad shot. It's not a hoik. It's not like he's whacked it straight up in the air. It's just that he's probably either timed it too well or he just hasn't put enough power into it. But he's done that, like you said, he's done that twice now. So
both were good catches as well.
Yeah.
Halo thinks it's because his technique is awful. I'm not sure about that, Halo. I think he's got a decent technique, to be honest. He looks pretty organised at the crease. But everyone's got their own opinion. Eli Raja thinks it's because he hasn't had his Weetabix. That is also an option, I guess.
Always buy Brate.
And Imran thinks it's just you feel like if he'd gone with everything there, he could have cleared the boundary.
Yeah.
But then I guess there's more chance of
route shot. You should just put everything into it, not just half-hand.
Yeah, but then I guess with that shot, if he just hoiks it, he could top edge it straight in the air, and that looks more uglier, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think I might be being biased if I'm saying I consider that unlucky. I could be wrong, but he's 20 years old. I do feel like he will learn from it.
If another wicket falls here now, we're gonna be in big trouble.
Nah, we're all right, Cal. What are you worried about? Look at Rizwan seeing it like a football. What a shot!
Beautiful.
Beauty.
That was a great shot. What's Rizwan? What's he on now? He's strike rate. I don't want to bang on about strike rate, but it's strike rate actually it must be. I think it's better this game than last game.
6 and over.
Absolutely.
7 and over. So far we're just going over 7 and over, aren't we?
I feel like with us we play these nice boundaries, but we don't make enough singles, man. Especially in the power play.
He's on 20 of 12.
24 of 13.
24 of 13 now.
Oh.
Come on, Rizwan, keep going.
Zed thinks perfect opportunity for Dalit.
Last over before power play got it, isn't it?
Say again, Cal.
Is it 6 over for first power play?
Yeah.
That was good. That was a single.
There we go. That's all I want to see.
Strike. Debrez also wants Heather to go a little bit harder, although, like you say, on with that in itself has its own kind of potential downfall, doesn't it?
See, with that point, it's safe to feel it wasn't there. We would have said, "Yo, what a shot! An amazing placement." Do you get me? That's what it is. Yeah.
Or 6 inches each side.
The ball that Marine got Kohli out is worth watching after this, guys. If you get a second, I'm sure most of you have seen it already.
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, at least saying the teams know that that's a header's weakness, and they put a fielder there. I mean, it was a nothing ball on leg stump that he's picked up and almost hit for 6. I'm not sure if that's a weakness.
Yeah, like he can't really play it on the offside or it's on his pads. You know what I mean? He's got to flick
Yeah.
it away. Unfortunately, straight to the
To
fielder.
either
To be
side, and that was
honest,
gone in it.
anything on the legs is free runs, isn't it?
Should be.
Should be. Yeah.
Unless you're Pakistani.
I think the comment about Talat is bang on. It is an opportunity for him now. He's got plenty of overs. Play how he wants. He needs to show me as well. What apparently he's improved. I haven't really seen him domestic recently, but apparently he's improved a lot, and I want to see what he's been working on.
We've got a single there as long as he doesn't get run out. Yeah, we're okay there. So he's 1 off 5 in the power play.
So Babar, has he just recently changed his bat now, or was he playing with that guy's bat before as well?
No.
So why? I don't understand why change for when you're doing so well.
Dollar.
Beyond me, I can't understand that.
Money.
So all your career,
Moolah.
no, but that's irrelevant. All you're doing so well with another bat, and then you just change your bat just for the name of it, and now obviously it's affected your form as well. It just doesn't make any sense.
To be honest, I did think that because the Grey Nichols bats are really big and chunky, and the one that Barber, the HS one he had, didn't look as chunky, but
he was scoring the runs off it. It's not necessary that one person's gonna score with the Grey Nichols bat and the other one's gonna do the same.
Who knows, man? Who knows how much money he's getting from it? Rizwan's got the Grey Nichols bat. He's doing well.
well,
Everybody, if it was that easy, Shazib, yeah, don't you think every single player would get a Grey Nichols bat?
No, but then it depends on the company. And like they're the one who approach you. You don't approach them. Like they would have come up to Barbara and be like, okay, look, if we got this deal for you. You know what I mean?
Like Owen Morgan's got a CA bat, but it's not a CA bat, it's just the stickers. The bat they make themselves and they just put the stickers on there. I guess Barber could do that.
But
So
I
this
think
is the
they've
last
made
ball
the
of
bats
the-
for him and gave him to him. They've sent the bats.
Yeah.
This is the last ball of the power play. 42 for 2. Rizwan on strike. That could be a boundary. What a shot! Oh, brilliant, Rizwan.
You know what I like about this inning so far is just good shots, no slugging.
Yeah.
He just played that so late.
Okay, that's the power play done then. 46 for 2.
Who's good at their times table? That's nearly 8 and over, isn't it? It's all right.
Yeah, it's about 8 and over. Yeah.
7 2/3.
And more importantly, Riz is batting at a strike rate of 170.
Oh, Murdoch, don't be cheeky. It is important. It is important. But yeah, I know you're trying to.
There'll probably still be criticizes about Rizwan watch.
Yeah.
No, I think this match he's approached a little bit. His approach has been different.
Yeah, let's not forget it's his third innings as an opener in international cricket. It's not like he's batted there for a while.
And I think the more he's gonna score, the more confidence he's gonna build.
I also think he's got to be a bit careful though, because he thinks everyone in the Pakistan team's an elite athlete like him. Sometimes just blocks it and he goes, and you're like, where are you going?
Yeah, we'll leave the Azam Khan debate for another day. Yeah.
Yeah, but he
But
can hit
he doesn't do
sixes.
no blocking in it.
Well, yeah, who needs sixes, huh? So Adil's watching the Leicester Liverpool game as well in the other half time. Thanks, Adil, our sports correspondent. He's across all the sports, Adil. Nice one, man.
Adil is the
Amazing.
man, to be honest.
Did remember.
I'll let you
I love that comment.
So far.
Right, Shamsi's on. Reverse sweep Dillard for boundary. Oh,
Lovely.
No. Go on, man.
Oh, no.
Should be 3.
That was resourceful.
Oh, 2.
Go. Ooh.
Has anyone seen Talat recently in domestic? I saw a comment saying he strike rate of 150. Has anyone kept a close eye on him in the last couple of years? Or
We've got Hamza coming on later. I'm sure Hamza has been keeping a very close eye on him. So Hamza will tell us a bit more. I haven't been keeping as specifically close eye on him. I don't know if the others have.
National T20, he played like really well. Pakistan Cup recently, I can't really take that seriously because I was watching it and it was like
yeah,
he was just playing in the middle of nowhere and some kind
small
of
boundaries
field.
and
Yeah, so to be honest, he should not have dropped in the first
he's
place.
gone. He's reverse swept and he's out.
Mubarak.
what the hell, man?
That Talat, innit?
Yeah.
To be honest, it flew right to the man, but he picked him out. He couldn't have picked him out better.
You know what? Same with Talat, yeah. I don't know. He's had his chances before as well. And
Let's
he's
have
not
a
really
look.
done nothing. Okay, fair enough, he's performing in domestic and all that, yeah. But in the normal, when it comes to international level, he's not really done anything. Even when he had the chance before, he's not done anything. So I don't know. You
When
get
he
some players, yeah,
yeah,
they might do well in domestic and they just can't perform at international level. For some reason,
yeah, I
it just
remember what
happens
I
like that.
was having this conversation with some of the boys. He never performed well before in this international stage, and they told me that he's been playing well domestically. So I thought, you know what, let's give him a chance. But
But that's what I'm saying. You know, like some players, they do really well in domestic, yeah. But when it comes to international level, they can't. They just can't perform. It's just one of them things. And he had the chance last time. I remember he didn't really do much when he had the chance last time.
No,
Okay,
last
fair
time he
enough. The
played
last
against.
game he got unlucky. Yeah, the first game.
Last game he played against. Last time he played in South Africa. He was batting. He wasn't. It's like everyone else. He wasn't batting really quick at like 200 strike rate, but he was scoring runs, and then they just dropped him out of nowhere.
Yeah, there was
yeah,
some criticism there was a big run chase, wasn't there? A big 190 or big 180, 90 run chase in a couple of games in a row. I don't think he was fantastic in terms of his strike rate. I mean, he got the runs, like you say, but people wanted more. We've got Iftikhar in now. I mean, the thing is, okay, we were talking before the series that, you know, someone like Hafiz has been a bit of an idiot in missing this series, and he's going to really regret it if someone comes in and really nails down a spot and takes
Yeah.
his place. And unfortunately, it just doesn't seem like that's happened. Yeah, it didn't. It
Okay,
hasn't happened
no,
with Khushru coming in so far. It hasn't happened with Hussein Talat. So it's a shame.
I'm sure Iftihar made his debut in 2016 and he was 29.
Is he still 29?
No, he's 30 now.
Oh, really? Just a quick thing from Ali wants to come at you a little bit, Omar, about the bats. Apparently, they are made by CA. So I don't know. Maybe we'll do some research on that.
Oh, okay.
Fair
To be
enough.
honest, I heard something different, but chalo.
What happened to Barbird? Yeah, Said. Oh, nice juicy
Oh.
full touch there for one. Said says, what's happened to Barbird? Difficult, Said. I think we we had the debate and we think it's kind of a mix of loss of form / recovering from injury / those
it
two
could be
really.
many factors, basically. Who knows?
Omar says Rizwan has vastly improved over the past year or two. Could be such a key player, one of the world's best keepers, turning into a class batsman. Agreed. He's becoming our Mr. Dependable, isn't he? The thing, what did we think of that shot then from Dillard? There were two men there, sorry, that were, I guess, stationed for the cut / the reverse sweep, and he's picked them out perfectly. Is that a good idea to go for the shot and he just executed it poorly, or shouldn't have gone for that shot in the first place?
Well,
It's
if you
the
know there's
same
two players there,
argument.
why are you gonna play that shot for? That's just stupidness, isn't it? You know, you gotta make sure that you know it goes over him to be safe. So you gotta hit it well. So I won't even risk that shot.
Yeah, but then you can say the same about Heather. Heather should have been more alert.
No, Heather obviously he was just unlucky in it. Obviously he just pitched. If
I
it was
think-
either side that was gone for 6.
Yeah, either side has gone for 4.
No, but you're not
No,
looking. You're
but
looking where you're hitting the end.
I got a point, but the thing is, with the header, the ball he got was like a nice, juicy on leg stump.
Yeah.
With the Talat, he could have hit it anywhere, really. You know what I mean? Like the way he tossed it up a bit. He could have picked his shot, he could have come down the pitch, could have done anything with it, but he played the shot I'm guessing he loves, and he hit it straight to him, so I was on those ones. And 51 for 3.
Looks like at the moment it's going to be another subpar score, doesn't it?
Yep.
And this is the thing, obviously, when you're 3 down in the, with 7 overs gone, obviously there's going to be a little bit of just consolidation, isn't it? Because there's no point us now being 70 for 5 after 10 overs, and we're like you were saying. So we're going to have to kind of consolidate a little bit now, and that's going to bring the run rate down. So yeah, not really what we would have wanted. Adam says, is it time to accept that we're just not good compared to the big teams? I mean, we were world number 1 until quite recently, weren't we?
About 18 months.
Yeah, Cal, what do you think?
Yeah, but we just need to tweak. You know, do a little bit of tweaking here and there, and just see what the right combination is for us. Obviously, we've lost a lot of players. What we had then, what we have now. So we've had a few players go as well. So we just need to tweak it a little bit, I think.
I think there's a lot of tweaking to be done, to be honest with you, in T20 team. It's not a bit There is a lot of holes.
Our backup players need to be good enough to replace our front line. If they go, then obviously we've got backup. So we need to have pressure on the players, yeah, as in the sense that if they're not performing, there's somebody there. To replace them. At the moment, we haven't got that. We haven't got the players to replace the ones who are already playing.
No. Welcome, Samuel. Thanks for joining. Shazab, sorry, what were you going to say?
I'm saying that the point you make, Carl, about our second players, they haven't really been tested though. We don't know if they could. What if they come in and they just start performing? We don't know that, do we? It's one of those ones.
So I think we're probably
giving them. Yeah, sorry, go on, Doc.
I was going to say in the middle of the game, it's kind of difficult to. I'd have to look up stats and things like that. But there's quite a few people saying that Dulles. I know Cal, you were saying as well. He's kind of had his go. Dulles doesn't do it for me, says Imran. Umar says not a fan of Hussein Dulles. And where's the game awareness? I'd have to look at his stats, but it feels like he's had a few goes. He's not really done it for me.
I just think Dulles more of a one day or a test player than a 2020 player.
Could be
2020. You don't have much time. You just got to be in and do your thing and out. You know what I'm saying? You can't just go in there and just start taking your time and I think he's more of a take your time, get yourself in, and then go for your shots or maybe like that. So, but 2020 is a lot faster game than that. You got to be on the ball straight away.
As I say, I'm sure we'll have Hamza along to talk about the pros and cons. But even Hamza, I think, tends to prefer Dulles in the kind of the tests and the ODIs. I think, as opposed to shouting for him in the T20s. But I'm sure we can speak about that later. Sorry. Hawkistan says, anyone still whinging about Rizwan being in the 20 team should stop watching cricket and choose another sport, bowls, croquet, hopscotch, or hide and seek. Yeah, I don't think there's a debate about that at the moment. I think it's probably Rizwan and +1 at the moment, isn't it?
Yep, absolutely. I haven't seen no whinging yet, and I don't see any because he just keeps proving the haters wrong, doesn't he?
Oh dear, we've annoyed him now. Hamza says 2 matches with 1 awful decision, and you're already tired of Talat. Typical Pakistanis.
One is because he's your bestie, Hamza. Chill out.
Hamza, you're going to be on with us a little bit later. I'm sure you can hear us. Do 2 minutes of research on Dulles and how well he's done in the team so far. Because my memory of him is a couple of decent innings in South Africa, and not a heck of a lot else at the international stage. But feel free to come back.
He's never been a player what we've missed, as in the sense of thinking, oh no, where's he gone? Nobody really, mentioned him. Nobody was even missing him. You'd be thinking of a player, oh, where is he? Why is he not in the team? This, that, and either. Because he's not really done anything. Wow. I don't know about domestic. Yeah, okay, domestic, but I don't know about domestic. But domestic doesn't mean nothing when it comes to international.
Good point.
It's difficult because with some players you see so much in domestic that you think actually it doesn't matter if they fail a few times at the international level. Like we know they've kind of got enough. I don't know. It's a bit of a leap of faith. The thing is, we don't play enough international T20s to give someone single. No, not a single. 56 for 3 in the 9th over. So the thing is, we don't play enough international T20s to give someone like 10 games because you might only get 10 games like over the course of a year or 18 months or something. So, and then then there's a World Cup coming along or whatever. So it's difficult. You've always got to come in and take your chance straight away, or you've got to see how they do in various leagues around the world.
How well has he done in PSL? I don't know. I've never really followed him.
He plays for Islamabad and he's pretty much a regular there.
Ooh.
What, a regular as in scoring or just regular as in just a normal player?
I don't know his stats offhand, but he's not crap. But he's not like extravagant. Not.
Sorry guys, I'm getting really annoyed at these stop balls, to be honest with you. We're just slowing down too much, man.
I think it's a bit of a lack of strike rotation, isn't it? You kind of want at least minimum. Let's have a look. That's a wide at least.
We'll take the wide.
So I think, according to Hamza, we need to give Dulles at least 10 years to see how well he is.
Come on, FD.
Omar, you're probably not the only one who can't, for the life of him, comprehend why Iftikhar. That's single.
To be honest, we had someone in the views yesterday on Thursday who was a big Iftikhar fan. He had averages and strike rates and all sorts coming. Can't remember who it was though.
I mean, he's not, he's not awful, and he has performed at times. And again, I'd have to probably dig a few stats out myself to have a look. And obviously, averages and strike rates are quite important. But you've also got to look at the context of the runs. Is that a big innings at the end of a game that we're losing, or is that actually a match turning innings? From that 50 that we talk about that he played in Australia, from memory, that's a good shot for one, I think. That innings he played in Australia, I think it got us from a really awful score to a kind of acceptable score, and we still lost the game quite comfortably. So it's difficult. I'm not a huge fan. He's probably in the team for a bit of bowling as well, but I don't think he didn't bowl a single over in the last game, did he?
No, Khush still bowled ahead of him.
Yeah.
That start there as well. Last 30 balls, like 26 runs. Now good enough for T20, man.
Say again, Shazeb. Say the last bit again, man.
There was a start last 30 balls, 27 runs, I think it was. It's not good enough for T20.
No, it's not. And we're 9 overs down now, 60 for 3. So at the moment, I mean, in the last game we got 169, I think, wasn't it? 169. At the moment, we need 109 in the last 11 overs to get close to that. It seems like a bit of a slower pitch. Maybe not coming on quite as well.
The outfield looks faster. I don't know.
Yeah, no, the outfield does look quick, but in terms of the kind of the ball coming onto the bat, even I think Debrez made the point in the comments about Barber just being a little bit early on the shot, almost like he kind of expected the ball kind of come to him, and it hasn't got to him just yet, which is why he missed it. But yeah, 11 overs to go, nearly at the halfway point, and 60 for 3 is not really where we want to be. That should be a boundary.
Come on.
Good.
We needed that so badly. Just look at that Hulk's comment. Hulk only if I could swear.
Yeah. Family show and all that.
Yeah. Come on, let's pick you up.
Yeah, that was a poor delivery, thankfully, from Smuts. So at the current rate, we're on for 140. Hopefully, we get more than that. Should really be chipped away for one from Iftikhar. Should really be looking at that 10. If we can get 10 and over from here, we are only 3 wickets down now, so we're into the second half of the innings. So 7 wickets to play with some big hitters to come. Where do we bat all the way down till?
Nawaz, I think.
Probably bat down to.
Fahim.
It's Fahim, yeah.
I've never seen Usman, but the Tapal T is back.
Come on, if these had 11 of 11 now, he needs to just switch it up. He had enough balls.
The problem is now, if 50 runs here, obviously he's cemented his place in the team, innit?
And that's if though, innit? That's what I'm saying. If some buts.
But obviously we need him to get 50 now, innit? We need him to get a good score for us to win the game.
There's not a lot to cheer about the minute, Hulk.
I think second inning is more tense.
I think. I mean, look. If you
that's
look
where
at
the fun begins.
If you look at the track, and if you look at the way that it is turning for someone like Shamsi, I think our spinners will come into it, and I think Usman Khadir will cause some problems again. I'm still pretty confident.
Yeah.
Anything over about 155 is going to be okay and enough for us to win.
No, I don't think 155 is enough.
Yeah.
Come on, Doc.
Yeah, no, I think it will be. I think Harris will bowl better than he did the other day, because he wasn't fantastic. Like, it doesn't look like that easy a pitch. I know we've talked about the outfield, but it doesn't look like, as I say, the ball's not coming on very easily to the bat. We're halfway there now, 68 for 3 at the halfway mark. Not quite what we wanted. I'm trying to think, where were we after about 5 overs? I feel like the run rate was probably about up at a lot higher than it is now. Could be wrong.
I think it's when Talat got out, the run rate just went down.
Another thing, I don't understand. They should have definitely gave. I think in this game they should have put Hassan in for Haris. I think they should have put Hassan in for Haris. I think. Obviously Hassan's batting form's good, so that way we would have had an extra batsman there as well. And his bowling's been pretty good. Obviously he's just got a 10 in the tests, and he's been doing well before that in domestic as well. So they should have definitely gave Hassan a chance, I think. in front of in replacement of
To be
Haris.
to be honest, I would have gone for Husnain ahead of Hassan.
You think so?
Yeah.
The only reason why I'm saying it, we would have had extra batsman
Yeah.
batting power. That's the only reason why I'm saying Hasnain would obviously bowling, yeah, but with Hassan we would have had extra option of a batsman there as well, a
Yeah.
hitter. Whereas that would have been like a bonus for it because obviously our batting's not clicking anywhere at the moment, so we would have had advantage there as well. I think.
I think I'd rather rest Shaheen than Haris Raf, to be honest, because Haris didn't play the Test matches either, did he? So he's just kind of been kicking around doing not a lot. So I probably would have been Shaheen would have been if we were going to rest one seamer, it would have been Shaheen rather than Haris for me. But
No,
yeah, I
I'm
agree.
not saying down to resting. I'm on about as in the performance wise.
Yeah, but Cal, you can't drop someone off, surely, just after one game though.
No, just obviously you got to give the other ones a chance as well, isn't it? You know, like it's only 3-match series, isn't it, if you think about it. You got to
Yeah,
see how Hassan's doing, obviously, towards that as well. Obviously, he was one of the main bowlers in one days and 2020s for us as well before. And obviously, look at the form what he just brought in with the Test. He just
yeah,
had a
yeah.
10 for man. Come on,
Yeah, no, I agree. I think we could.
and it improves our team as well because, as in, he's a batsman. If he pulls off, if he comes out where he comes in the position, he can make quick 20-30 runs before you know it.
Umar needs some
And
snacks.
we know he can score.
Apparently, you need cheering up, Umar. That might be because his football team's not winning at the moment either. But apparently, Habib counters and says that Umar doesn't need no snacks.
Yeah, he must have had a big snack before he come on. God, Omar, you might as well tell us now. There's only 17 watching.
So we're 69 for 3, 10 overs. Anyone in the comments? What we're going to get? Predict from here what we're going to get. What are we like, Cal? What are we getting today?
I just hope we get 170 plus.
No, but what do you think we're going to get?
Well,
I know you
69. I think we
Again.
should get that. Hopefully, inshallah.
Do you think we're going to get exactly the same as last time?
Inshallah. If these two stay there, yeah, and the next one comes in, hopefully, you got to keep faith in it. At the end of the day, we're going okay at the moment. We need at least 2 overs of 15 plus.
Fine. Debbie's
So
off to
either
watch
be now or later on. Yeah, I'd go for it maybe in the next 2 to 3 overs time to get a good 20 run over, 15-20 run over. Then we should be able to get to that target.
Debbie's
At the
off to-
moment, I think they should just carry on as they're normal because if we lose another wicket now, what happened?
No, you're right, Cal. Carry on, man.
Oh, God.
Sorry.
Take 3.
Debbie's off to watch.
Am I doing a Hamza?
No, Cal.
Am I doing a Naman Hamza one? Yeah.
Yeah. Debbie is off to watch the rugby.
No.
I was
Seriously.
gonna add to that. I was gonna take the mick out of rugby because everyone knows it's not a proper sport, but I won't now. We'll leave that. The moment's gone. Umar thinks we're gonna get 160. That's
Yeah.
still, isn't it?
I think about 160.
Debbie thinks 164.
We need more than that, though, man. Personally,
You don't think that will be enough?
I don't think so. Look how close they were last game, and
No, that's
I wouldn't feel confident, to be fair.
They got
Make round.
a lot of streaky edges at the end of that game, though. A lot of shots that shouldn't have gone. Oh, shot Rizwan. 4-1.
True, but the guy was limping at the end at the same time, so
Mm.
you can maybe even it out like that. Come on now, Chacha, you gotta go for him. 12 out of 12, plenty of balls.
Yeah, I want to get see Chacha get down on one knee and slog sweep.
Yeah,
when
I think the next 2 overs, they need to just carry on doing what they're doing then, and then after that, just go all guns blazing. I think.
They've
Doc.
had a couple of overs though, man.
Doc,
No, because look, if we're only 68 for what 3, yeah. If we lose another wicket here, we're gonna be in deep trouble.
But if
it's
they
fine if
keep,
I was just going to say, it's fine if Chacha gets on one knee and slug sweeps. I'm just worried about him getting back up.
I'm sure we can
Very
go
good.
over and give him a hand up in it.
Hulk, I would love to do one.
Oh, hey.
Hey!
Most uncoordinated wave you've ever seen. Right. Umar Riaz thinks 175. That's a bit optimistic, Umar, I think. It'd be nice if we could get it, but I can't see it from here.
So that's like another 105
10 and over.
More than
Right.
10.
Shamsi to Rizwan.
11.
Again, another single, I think. Umar Hussain thinks 140. I hope we get more.
I think we'll get a bit more than 140.
I don't know. I would say I think we're going to get somewhere between 145 and 160,
I think that's too small.
and I think that will be enough.
Yeah, I think I don't think. I think if we get 170, I think we'll win the game because the pitch
That's
does
what I
look a
said.
lot slower.
What is Ifty doing, man?
So the only thing I would say, Shazab, to that is I just wonder if, sometimes they say that kind of when the player gets out there, they realise that the pitch is a bit on the slow side and they kind of start adjusting their. So before the game, we probably thought 180. Maybe these two are out there saying, you know what, this is not a particularly easy pitch to bat on. Let's not try for 170 and get bowled out for 120. Let's just set our aim a little bit lower and hopefully 155 will be enough. I mean, that can be for me, that can be the only reason because it's, Shamsi's not bowling kind of bombs here. And we're in the 11th over. We're only 3 down. You would think this is the time to try and go big. Maybe they're doing it because they think, you know what, we don't need.
Oh, sorry, Salah just scored.
Oh, okay.
To be fair, it's quite a pretty good goal as well.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah.
Who was your football?
Almost been banned.
Omar's cheered up now.
Won't be seeing him again. Yeah. Okay.
No, but I'm not celebrating because I'm sure VAR will come in and.
I was going to say, yeah.
His toenail will probably be offside. So.
Yeah. Let's have a look. Shamsi, last ball. Oh, that turned a bit, didn't it? No run. 73 for 3 after 11.
I can hear my brother going mad. Liverpool dances.
I think Firmino has just probably done the assist of the season. I'm not gonna lie.
Oh, we have to catch up.
Really?
He's just done a. Is it called a? What's it called when he's? I forgot what it's called. He's just done a 360 turn inside the 6-yard box. Laid it back to Salah. Side netting. Back to the cricket before I get kicked out.
Good job I took him out of my fantasy team, mate. Right, 175. Umar, this is where it gets complicated now, isn't it? We've got Umar on the watch on. We've got 2 Umars talking to each other in the comments. So Umar says to the other Umar that we need 11 and over to get 175.
I've got a way of how you can just use their surnames.
That sound like a PE teacher.
Mirza.
Mirza says to Riaz that we'll need 11 and over from here. Oak thinks 168. Riaz is an optimist. Umar Riaz, that'd be nice. Umar Riaz is an optimist, but let's see. Well, let's hope so. Let's hope we get as many as usual. Shazeb speaking pure facts. I don't know what that one refers to.
Thank you, Adam.
You're right.
Is that a paid promotion, Shazeb?
Yeah.
Oh, you found out or no? Smash the lights up. That's
Good stuff. Shazeb, I think you have to replace the stuffing in that Man United cushion. I doubt that's a Man United cushion.
never. You know when I feel a bit tense, I like hugging the cushion.
Oh.
Get a stress ball.
Yeah,
they're good. They are, to be fair.
you need one of those.
Bachara Baba, proper stressed out sat there, holding his head.
Oh, Iftikhara's cuffed one for 4.
Come on,
Take that.
more of that. Ball more of that, please.
It's a pretty poor delivery, but it gets what it deserves. That's the boundary. 78 for 3. We've got Jimmy Anderson again. Hey.
Jimmy.
Yes, Jimmy.
So. He's not playing, so he's probably got enough time on his end.
Yeah, he's been watching this whole game from the start. Probably up watching Bangladesh West Indies this morning, Jimmy. Now he's watching the Pakistan game. What else is there to do in Chennai? Right. Umar thinks Iftikhar's meant to be the so-called big hitter. He's played across the line there. That's not out. But he'll get a single off the pads.
That's such a good point, Riaz is saying. I thought he was a big hitter. That's why Misbah labeled him that, doesn't he? But
He's not a big hitter. He's just the same.
I know he's not.
Hussein Stani.
Imran thinks it's just a matter of time. Ifti's going to launch soon. Well, he better crack on because we are now in the 12th over. 13th over, I think, possibly.
Yeah, they need to start launching now.
I've got a few updates from the football here. There's that Salah goal, 1-0 Liverpool, unfortunately. Well, that's a nice goal. 80 for 3 in the 12th over.
Oh, wide ball.
No sixes, yeah, innit? I think.
No, I think there's been about 12 fours, 13 fours.
Are we sure Rizwan or Header didn't hit a single six?
No.
No, Heather hit 2 fours.
It's all been fours.
Jimmy says India slightly on top, 300, but we need to get them all out. Looking, I've only seen a bit of that match, but it looked like it was.
Oh, good ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball. On that pitch, it did look like it was turning quite a bit. So it feels like they've already got quite a lot in their 300 there.
Definitely. Even Michael Vaughan was saying if they bat 3 times round, they're not looking at getting that score.
Umar can't keep. Well, Umar, you're partly to blame for that, Umar, but yeah, same here. Cal, someone wants your fairy lights on, if that's possible. If it's not, don't worry.
Very nice.
Are they lights behind you or? Oh, shot, maybe. Rizwan has gone aerial. 6, shot.
There we go.
Shot. Beautiful.
I just said it, no sixes.
I think he heard you.
I'm on the jinx, man.
So
Come on, Rizwan. He bowls quite fast, doesn't he, Sturman guy?
So Sturman has gone for 27 off nearly 2 overs, which means that the other bowlers have gone off about 60 off 10, which is basically a runner ball.
Nice.
So we're very much targeting Sturman.
I think we should double up after 12 in T20s.
Where are we? What have we got now?
86.
86 even. Doubling that gets 172. That's enough. Definitely enough.
It's probably similar to in 50 overs when you're setting a score, you should double up after 30, I think.
Yeah, they say that. Well, then if you look at... Oh, that's a good shot as well. Is that a boundary? No, it's gone straight to the man. That's one. So Rizwan 46 off 33, which in the context of losing wickets around him, I think is an excellent innings. Jimmy Anderson
Left.
Officially, Jimmy Anderson has time for us lot. Thanks very much, Jimmy. Appreciate that, man. We've got a lot of time for you, unless you're swinging it round corners against our batsmen. But
Come play in the PSL for us, man.
Yeah.
It's only 4 overs, you got a ball.
Naz, not a big fan of Jacha. Jacha's poor, apparently.
Who is a fan of Jacha? Is anyone in the comments?
Yeah, that's a good question, to be fair. Oh, is Bilal from South Africa?
Yeah, I think Bilal was from South Africa, wasn't he? So thanks for tuning in, Bilal. And so that'd be interesting to know kind of what he's... I mean, obviously he's gone for quite a few in this game, but what he's highly rated for, what his strengths are. Be good to know a bit more about Sturman. He's not a player I've seen a heck of a lot of. Smuts is on now, 87 for 3. Swiped away by Rizwan for 1, 88 for 3. I mean, Iftikhar now is 18 off 17. So I know what I said about this being a pitch where it's not that easy to bat on, but are we now in a situation with 8 wickets to go where it's just hit out or get out, basically?
Yeah, man, he has to. We've got... I know we'll be 4 wickets down. We've still got Kushtil, Fahim, Nawaz who can hold the bat, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but then all them players are similar to what we've got here. They take time to get in. So
No, but we
if
need
they
to
use
get-
another...
No, but has he taken too much time now?
That's what I'm saying. He's had 19 balls, bro.
I think if he ends up scoring 50 off 30, I'd say no. If he scores 24 off 24, then yes.
That's 24 balls wasted. Obviously, if he comes out now, he gets a 50.
Yeah.
And I'll take everything back what I said, you know. But for right now, though, just not happy with him.
And this is why it's not, this is why we try that we are fans. We want him to do well. It's not as if he suddenly does well, we're going to be thinking, oh my God,
Exactly.
he proved us wrong. Like, I would love Ifti to get 6 sixes, but it just doesn't look like it's happening. Rizwan has played out a couple of dot balls there. 89 for 3. He's 47 off 36 now. What's happened? Have Leicester scored or something?
No. I can see the disappointment on your face. Stop.
I was secretly hoping you might say they have.
No, I've got the cricket on, to be fair. I've turned it off. Do you know what? I think the pitch is harder than it looks, and I know we're getting frustrated, but I think 155, 160 will be a very competitive score, especially with how much they struggle with Usman Abdul Qadir.
He's bowling like Abdul Qadir, isn't he?
3 after over, man.
Yeah.
if he did that sign, you know, where he says it spins, that's why I couldn't play because it spun.
Oh, you missed. Oh, there was a birthday shout out.
Yeah, there was a birthday shout out. Sorry, I clicked past that.
Happy birthday to Farouk Anis.
Happy birthday, Farouk. How old are you?
Happy birthday.
It says young boy, so I'm guessing.
Young as me, or
If he's a young boy, if he's 29, he's a young boy, isn't he? So, you know what young boy means. But happy birthday, Farouk.
oh,
Shazam, I don't know what this means.
yeah. Can you explain that, please, Adam?
I hope that's not rude, Adam. I hope you're not bringing. We've got one J-based smut in this game. We don't need more smut coming here. But I don't know. I don't know what K to D ratio is. Probably one for the kids. Yeah, and that says that if he's happy with the singles, he has been up till now, hasn't he? Quite literally, 19 off 19. He's Rizwan on strike now on 48. Go on, get you 50. Oh, that'll be 49.
Do you think though this as well? Yeah, this approach is gonna put a lot of pressure on the batsman to come. Like you said, Umar, someone like Kushti likes to take his time, but if he has to go from ball one, he wouldn't be as comfortable.
I don't know. I don't know what Khushdil's kind of strike rate at the start of his innings is. If he's hit a boundary, no, he hasn't. Good fielding, just the one. Could have got two there, but if he's not quite quick enough. Rizwan wanted two there.
50 definitely needs to hit some big shots now.
Thanks, Bilal, for getting back to us. So Sturman, good pace bowler, fast and straight, gets a lot bowled out. And we'll see more of him in the South Africa tour in April, which I think is going to be a completely different challenge, isn't it? I think after the past few weeks of shot Riz, that'll be his 50. Well played.
Played.
Hey, Rizzy.
250s in a row, well, 150.
Well
Keep
done.
proving them haters wrong.
And he got a 90 on in that last chase in New Zealand, don't forget. The last game in New Zealand.
Look at that stat as well. First opener to score 350s in a row.
Well
and there's still
done.
going to be people complaining.
Just need him to get 100 now, innit?
Inshallah.
So I think after the past month or so of if these
there we go.
This is out. This looks out. It's gone a long way up in the air. He's out.
What a terrible innings by Ifti. I don't care what anybody says. That was absolutely disgraceful, man. He's just wasted 20 balls. I don't understand. What was the innings? This is what I mean. You should have went from before. Get Kustil in, let him get on. Then
Slower ball, I think. He just run his fingers down it. Spoon
thing is,
straight, yeah.
I knew this was gonna happen. Like I said, if you made a 50 from this, I was saying it all along. I did say
There's some controversy in the Liverpool game.
Oh, what's happened? Have they scored? No, they haven't scored.
Leicester scored, but the goals disallowed, I think.
Oh, that's a shame.
But they had a penalty overturned.
Oh.
You know, like, was it a few weeks ago at Old Trafford where it was like on the edge of the box and it was
yes.
something like that. But I don't know what's going on. I've just turned it on. I'm turning it back off.
Umar Mirza now clearing it up, saying, Katie, is your kill to death ratio?
I know about Black Ops on PS4.
Must be, I'm guessing.
I know about that, then let me know.
Do you play? Is that something you play?
Yeah, I play a bit of it, but how would you know? Are you stuck?
I don't know. You've obviously got more followers on here than you think.
1-1. Goals been given.
Yo, I can hear my brother just going mad. What's the controversy about?
To be honest, it's offside, but apparently he's been given on.
So Naz is unhappy with Jaja. He thinks he should go. Absolutely. Oh, shot Rizwan. That should be a boundary. So I think everything's a boundary in the fielders now. I get disappointed.
No. See, Joshua cannot play the next game. If I see that guy's name on the team sheet in the next game.
Can we all agree that in the context of his bad innings and the fact it's only a 3-test series and we've got other players to come in, surely if the card doesn't play tomorrow, right?
You can't play again for us. I'm so...
He will play as long as Misbah is here. He will play.
So I think he's going with Misbah once if Misbah goes in this series.
Did you see that?
Maybe kick him out with the ball there.
That's quite funny.
He didn't take no pressure off Rizwan at all.
Well, that was a comment from someone else as well, that he was putting undue pressure on Rizwan. So we've got Khushtil out now. He's played on the leg side, surprisingly. He likes the leg side, and he gets a single there. So we're 6 overs to go. So essentially a power play, but obviously with the fielding. And we're 95 for 4.
160 is looking difficult now.
Yeah, 50. I mean, 50 from here. 50 in the last 6 gets us to 145. I mean, like I said, I think anything over 150 is going to be quite challenging in these conditions. But a few late order runs would be nice. Thanks, Adil. We've that's confirmation.
Lads.
It is now 1-1.
2-1, Leicester.
What?
2-1, yeah.
No, are you kidding me?
Alisson and Kabak have run into each other, leaving Vardy with an empty net.
Dear, I can't hide how absolutely delighted I am to hear that. Bilal thinks that's the last we should see of 50 in a Pakistan shirt. So we've got a World Cup coming up, obviously this year. Surely, I mean, Ifty can't be first choice for that World Cup, can he? He might be in the squad, but he shouldn't be first choice, right?
No way. Like, I know it feels like I've been sending for him the whole game, but I'm just not a fan of him. I just don't feel like he should be near the team. We've got other batsmen waiting to come through, and I just feel like he's taking their chance
what
away.
he's supposed to do in it, really.
He's played one good innings in Australia, and since then,
That's it, yeah.
I can't remember anything. He took 5 wickets against Zimbabwe. I remember that with the ball, where Zimbabwe batsmen I don't know what they were doing that game. But since that Australia, I feel like that's the time back now. He has not performed.
Just a couple of dot balls in this over as well. That was a good catch, by the way, wasn't it, from Miller? To get rid of it. That went a mile up in the air.
Very good catch. South Africa's fielding in the whole series has been good.
Better than it was in the tests, wasn't it?
It just about reached it at the end, you know.
So yeah, another dot ball. So that's dot for Khushtil. I'm not saying, but this is why I say that finishing the innings is so difficult, because you have to come in and you've got to go from ball 1. It's not easy, and Khushtil, we're seeing it here where he's struggling to get Shamsi away. Excuse me. That's 4 dots.
In domestic, how does he play? Like, what does he come down?
Who?
Khushtil.
Around time, I'm sure. In the PSL, definitely.
I mean, he likes the left side.
So that's his role then, isn't it? He's normally playing like that. So this shouldn't be. This is his normal job. It should be pretty straightforward for him. He's a specialist batsman in that position.
I think it's a step up in class, though, isn't it? Obviously,
Obviously, it's international, yeah.
Yeah. So we've got all the fielders in on the offside, as far as I can see. 4 dot balls. Oh, flipping out.
No, but why is he defending it for? It just doesn't make any sense. That's not his role.
If he gets a maiden, yeah.
The mindset is just completely different. I don't know what he's thinking.
See, if you're going to come in at this time, you've got to be a little bit kind of adaptable. And someone's mentioned here, Shamsi Warne. I mean, he's making Shamsi look pretty good. And now he gets one to keep the strike. Thanks for that.
I'm sorry, but since that guy's come in,
prefer that over the maiden.
Imi thinks he was just told to see Shamsi out. Okay, fine.
I'm not like that.
That's come on, why you? I don't know.
So we've got Pretorius has got 2 overs left. Sturman's got 2 overs left, but he's been going at 14 and over. Sipamla's got 2. And Pekla-Quayo's only bowled 1 over so far. I think Pekla-Quayo bowls at the death. I could be wrong. So I reckon they'll probably go. They'll try and hide Sturman. Pretorius, Sipamla, and Pekla-Quayo will probably bowl the final 5 overs, and each of them have been going at a pretty good economy rate. So we're going to have to do some or go some to get a really good score here.
Oh, Khushtil on the offside. So what's the realistic target now? 5 overs.
150.
realistically. Push still 20 balls in last boundary as well.
He just needs to swing from the
What is
hip now.
happening?
Doesn't-
Oh man. I guess the ball is spinning as well. So it'll be good for us when we got there and Nawaz is bowling. Where Shamsi was spinning it. 3-1 Liverpool. Sorry, Umar. I can see that disappointment in your face, bro.
Yes, we got a comment from Omar. Shamsi has bowled really well this game.
Yeah, it should be credit to him. He's bowled really well. I know we're, putting our batsman down, but he's bowled well as well. Last T20 as well.
Yeah, I agree with him there. How can you say to him just see Shamsi out when it's like the 15th over? Come on, there's only 5 overs after that. It's not like there's 15 overs left.
Come on,
You have said
6,
that to him.
please. Ah,
Is he out?
yeah. Here's one. This is all the pressure that's been built up in the past, 7 overs, 6 overs. That's what's going to happen, man. You made the point, didn't you, Kyle, about putting pressure on Rizwan?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The rest of them are just not doing nothing at all.
He played well, though, Rizwan.
Even Chacha didn't do nothing. 19 of 90. That's no pressure of Rizwan at all. And it's like Rizwan has to do all the hitting because nobody's doing it around him. Like these boys, like Kushdeel now, he's come 3 of 10. Come on, man. How can you do that? 3 of 10. Obviously, he's going to put pressure on Riz.
It's been a Rizwan
Where
show.
right now, Riz was supposed to just anchor the innings on, and everybody around him was supposed to go for the shots. Whereas he has to do everything now. And now with snooker, we haven't even got 100.
What I miss?
Riz has gone.
Rizwan's out.
No, I know. I've seen. Yeah.
So much then. I don't know. I can't understand what kind of mindset they're sending out with
After
him.
Thalas
It's
wicket,
unbelievable,
since then, it's just the innings has gone nowhere.
Guys, I think we just got to be careful. Let's not jump to. I might be wrong, and I hope I could be, but I just think let's be careful not to make too many judgments until we see how South Africa bat on this pitch. I don't think 97 for 5 is good enough. I have to be honest. It's not that bad pitch, but I reckon if we can somehow scrabble together 145 from here, which is going to be very difficult, I think it'll be challenging for them. I don't think all is lost. I think Rizwan is a clean striker of the ball, and even he has found it difficult today.
Is this not the same pitch as they played last game?
Yeah, but it looks a bit slower, Cal. It looks like the ball's not quite coming onto the bat.
Yeah, actually, you make a good point.
Would you be happy with that? 10 of 3. 3 of 10. Well, 4 of 11 now.
No, simple answer is no. Obviously not. 4 of 11 isn't good enough.
Yeah.
It will be if he accelerates.
That's just contributed, for the Rizwan wicket there because he's have to go on for the big shots. Whereas his is right now, he should have been the anchor, or see the innings to the end, and the players around him should have been going for the big shots. Well, you can't do that if Kushdeel comes in and plays 5 dot balls and then scores a single.
I think, Doc, you make a good point about let's see when South Africa see how the pitch behaves for them. But I just don't feel like getting 1 after over, getting 3 after over. It can't be that bad. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, no.
But yeah, you're right though. Let's see. When they come in, see how they go.
Umar thinks pretty shocking, pretty poor, which just shows there should have been some changes in the team. We did mention team changes at the start, Umar, but if you have a sec, feel free to let us know kind of if you would what 1 or 2 or 3 changes you would have made for this game. So we've got 4 overs to go now. We're 99 for 5. 2 left-handers on strike who like the leg side, so they're bowling it outside off. But
come on, 4, please.
2 at least there, surely.
100's up.
Come on, boys.
To be honest, Fahim likes that drive more than Kushdeel. Kushdeel has just got that hoik over cow and nothing
I don't know if I'm voice of reason or just a bit optimistic today, Hulk, but we'll see what happens. South Africa could come and get this target in 12 overs for all we know, but let's hope not. Fahim down to long on for 1.
Not done pretty well.
See, even that, I'm just going to see how. I mean, I mean, Debrez makes a really good point. I think. Let me just find this. Yeah, about the bowlers varying their pace. I mean, that was 70 miles an hour on a relatively slow track, and Fahim couldn't do really a lot with that. He just ends up kind of clothing it down to long on for 1. We do need to be smart. I agree, Debrez, with our bowling.
Score prediction 137.
I
Come on, a few big blows.
It's well bowled, to be fair.
Yeah, well bowled.
Up in the block hole, squirts it away for 1. 103 for 5.
Is Nawaz next, is he?
Yes. Oh, someone really enjoying the Tefalpi there.
Your favourite, Doc?
Sorry?
Your favourite?
My favourite, absolutely. Honestly. Right, Fahim on strike again. Right, that's a length ball. Again, it hasn't come on quite well. Can they get 2 there? No, they can't. 104 for 5. Shazad thinks that we can blame Misbah for sticking with the same 11 and his love for Chachaji. Well, yeah. I think a few of us probably wouldn't have had him in the team today. We've got 20 balls to go. How many can we get in the last 20 balls, Cal?
40.
You'd be lucky. You'd be lucky to get 30 if you get 40. The way they're going.
Well, he's gone leg side again. Into the gap for 2. Oh, come on, boys, take the arm on. No? Maybe?
I just feel like Kushdeep can't even hit the ball. You know that? He can't even play a big shot. I don't know.
He's struggling to find the middle, isn't he?
You know, for so far, what I've seen of him, I don't know how is he still in the team. You know that? He has done
Who?
nothing at all. The amount of chances Kushdeep.
Oh, still.
How much chances he's had?
Habib thinks we need 40 from here. It's going to be tough, though, isn't it? It needs
But
a
I don't
cameo
think they're
from someone.
40. I can't see him getting 40.
Oh, that might help. 6.
Yes!
Shot. Come on.
Yes, Fahim.
That's better.
What's up?
Much needed.
Needed that big time. Right, 3 overs to go. 10 off each over gets us 141.
Which,
Something to bowl at, isn't it?
You'd like
It's
to
enough,
hope so.
do you think it's enough, Doc?
I think 145. I think will challenge them. We get some early wickets, definitely, and then bring the spinners on. The spinners are bowling with the pressure on to new batsmen. I don't think this is an easy. I don't think it doesn't look like an easy pitch to come in on and just hit straight from ball 1 because no one's found that easy so far. So either we're batting really badly and South Africa are going to completely expose us, or we'll find out
now, innit? Yeah, if we
Yeah, we'll
score
find
40 runs, if we score 40 runs from here, yeah, the pitch is there's no wrong with the pitch.
But also, you got to think, someone like Fahim is in good form anyway, and that will make a difference. Fahim is probably just generally in a good in his mind and in his kind of in his technique. He just feels like he's in a good place. Kushdil, I guess, less so. Rocking back and forth. A live diagnosis.
Is it Liverpool United? Because you mentioned both teams.
All right, come on, Kushdil. Come on, boy. Oh, he's gone leg side and he's missed it.
I feel like Kushil's under a lot of pressure this innings because he knows that he's had a good run now and needs like some sort of finish.
Cal, we can't hear you.
Can't hear you, Carl.
Can you hear me now, yeah? Can you not hear me?
Oh, yeah, now we can.
Oh, okay.
84 meters.
That wasn't 84 meters.
Yeah, that's what I say. He didn't look like
Not
it.
84 meters.
Unless that boundary is big.
I doubt it. Not that big.
Oh, another big shot.
Yeah,
Boundary.
it should be boundary.
Come on.
Fahim!
Fahim.
Come on, lad.
We need him till the end, you know that.
Pretty rank ball, though. Full outside off stump. I think it was a full toss, wasn't it? But still, you got to put it away. That's what we've not been doing.
Exactly that.
Yeah, and that makes a good point. Let's be honest, it wouldn't be Pakistan if we didn't have a slightly under par total to bowl to. So that's 6 and a 4. That's 10 off this. Is that 6 and a 4 off this over?
Yep.
No,
Oh no, that's
it was.
I personally
Kush
think
Dills.
there's nothing wrong with the pitch. I just think our batsmen are battered really badly.
we'll find out, I guess.
No, but you're seeing it now. Look for him. Yeah, he's coming in and swinging, and he's getting the runs. And if you think about it, Riz has still got 51. What did he get? 51 or 50 something? I can't remember now. But
51
he
or
still scored
41.
50 something runs. So you can't say that there's. I don't know. We'll see now, innit? We'll see obviously when.
It was a lack
might
of
be back.
intention that annoyed me, though, personally. It was like, we're trying to hit it and you're not timing them. It's a different story, but it was just how they were going for singles, mid overs. But time will tell, like I said, second innings.
Right, 3 balls left to go off this over. So Pamela's going around 10 and over, or just underneath that. So hopefully Khushtil can. There's no third man, so there's space if he wants to back away. And it's just gone straight down the ground. Boundary. Shot. Another full toss. But at least he's had to
He
put it away.
needed that.
He needs to score good today just to keep his place in the team. Personally,
Yeah, like the point I make.
he's not
He
done
will be
nothing.
under pressure.
You know.
Again,
He's got 0 offside game. Kush Dill, like literally 0. Like the thing is, he's been around for a while now,
Exactly.
and it seems
And he's not. I
he
can't
hasn't
think of any
improved.
score where he scored big or he scored a run.
that's what we like to see. The swipe for 4.
Oh, yes.
Shot. Come on.
Come on,
Good.
Khushtil. Show us who you are.
Poor fielding, but we'll take it.
We need that. That's all we need now. We need these extras.
He gives a no ball as well.
Oh, Jokka, 4. Loving all these comments. Yeah, we just need as many as we can from here now, can't we? Don't we even?
Hulk gets the maximum wave at, man. Come on, boys. Last ball.
125. Run rate's just gone above 7 and over. If we can get another boundary here, that would be lovely.
I want to see a top edge go for 4. I've had one of those. I think. We haven't had one yet.
I'd be happy with the 6.
He could back up. I mean, this is going to be full, so we could back away and just ping it over.
Man, good over though. Good over.
Yeah.
just the one.
He's got a good chance to get his thingy, his figures a bit better. As in batting.
I'd say about to say half century there. Is that
You never know.
No,
I think he needs to
it'll
get.
look a lot
I
better
think
if
he just
he's,
needs to get Fahim on
17 of
strike.
20 in it.
it?
He's hitting it better than what's his face at the minute.
Khushtil.
So we've got the. Is this stat on the screen there? So our economy rate in the last 16 to 20, I think we're the best. That's good. I think this is bowling economy rate, and South Africa are the worst, or one of the worst anyway, along with Sri Lanka. I think conditions comes into that though. You look at some of the T20 games that happen in South Africa, and it's like 220 versus 210. So, he's gone. He's gone.
Is he gone?
Is it Baker
Yeah,
Speed
he
gone?
tried it outside off stump, and he hasn't got an offside game to do much.
So do you think he's done
Oh.
enough to get in the next game?
No. Him and Jaja need to go.
Shamsi was spinning it away from him. Pretorius is skilled enough not to bowl full tosses and hide it outside off stump, and he's not really got an answer for it. So one big hit. Pretorius 4 for 14. Where's that come from? Picked up 4 wickets.
Hell.
Fair play. 128 for 6. Khushtil goes for 15 off 18. So, I mean, what if you add up? Khushtil and Iftikhar, what are supposed to be our finishers? It's less than a run a ball or something, isn't it?
Yeah, I think.
About 40, 35 between them.
Mm, I think Kushtil had plenty of chances. I don't think he's good enough to be in the team, to be honest with you, especially for his role.
So without jumping to conclusions, because obviously the game hasn't finished yet, are we thinking Danish Aziz tomorrow?
Definitely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Danish Aziz, Asif Ali?
No.
Could,
I don't know about Asif Ali,
but
but
then,
Danish
No.
Aziz definitely.
but if you take Kushtil, who'd you put in?
I'm not sure I would take Kushtil.
Danish for Kushtil, I'd definitely put Danish in for him.
I don't know. I can't remember who else we've got in the squad.
Let's have a look. Wide outside. It's clever bowling.
Should be a wide, no?
No, he's got it just this side of the line.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, we can put in Ahmed, you mean?
Yeah, I would have rested Fahim for
Could
Ahmed. Just not because Fahim's not in good form, because obviously he's brilliant at the moment, but just to give him a go, because we kind of know what Fahim can do. Oh, bowled him.
Whoa.
5 for Pretorius
To be honest, that's a very good Yorker.
to a new batsman as well.
You can't do much with that.
On 26 for 7. Okay, this is looking below par now, isn't it? This is not good.
To be honest with you, yeah, half is to blame our own management. Because at the end of the day, if you look at it, yeah, in that last game, batting wise, yeah, it was only really Rizwan who did anything. If you take Rizwan's figure out of the thingy, the rest of the team, what did they make?
About 50, I think, 60.
So we should have definitely 100%, even though we won the game, that's still irrelevant. You still got to look at the team's performance, not just the one person's performance. You got to look at the whole team's performance. So our batting didn't click. So we should have replaced, a couple of batsmen in there. But I don't know, this thinking, yeah, that winning combination, you shouldn't change it. Yeah, but you got to look at what the contribution of that winning combination is as well, isn't it?
But Cal, it's difficult to you can't. That's one failure. That's one game. You can't change it from game to game. If the guys that come in fail, do you then change them for the next game and bring the other ones
but
back
these
in?
players like Kushdeel, Ifti, they've been there. It's not one game. It's how many games have they been playing before this?
Ifti, I agree with. Ifti, I wouldn't have started the series with, but I don't think someone like Kushdeel you can say.
Okay, tell me Kushdeel, yeah, how many games has he played, yeah, and tell me one inning, yeah, what you remember where he made his won as a game or he scored good runs.
No, he hasn't done it yet. But
that's what I'm saying. So how many chances are you supposed to give someone?
I think in order of dropping, obviously you go with Iftikhar first, no matter what. If you go him and Kushtil, but then it depends on how many changes they want to make next game. They maybe don't want to make too many changes. You know what I'm trying to say? But Iftikhar is the first man that definitely needs to go. Is that a boundary? No. Iftikhar needs to go first. Like that's case closed. But then it depends on how much changes you want to make to the batting on that for the last game. If we win this, then maybe they would make a lot of changes, but let's see what happens.
Even if we don't win it, we should definitely make changes.
Khushtil Shah, according to this T20 eyes, this is before this 8 T20 eyes, high score of 36 not out, average of 23, strike rate of 113.
Yeah, he hasn't been a great start, has it?
And he's meant to be our finisher.
I think this PSL is some players to just come through and show us, what, put me in the team. Because, like I said before, the point I keep mentioning, our T20 team has a lot of holes compared to our Test or One Day, and they need to just rebuild it completely, in my opinion. There's a few.
Haven't we just rebuilt? Haven't we just got rid of the likes of Fakir and Malik and Hafiz and Amir and Wahab, and we've just brought in with the likes of Hasnain's in the squad, Haris Rouse in the squad, Danish Aziz, Zahid Mahmood, etc. I don't know, guys. I feel like we maybe just need to give these guys a little. Some of them a little bit longer. I agree on the Iftikhar point. I don't think I would play him. Kushdil, I think is on thin ice. Okay, I don't think we're at the point where he needs to not play. Hussain Dillat, I think, is on thin ice and needs to start performing soon. But I'm not sure about rebuild. Go on, I'm sorry.
I don't think it's about rebuild. It's about picking the players that you selected, not picking the ones that have already failed. So what it was is it's the ones in the limelight were Fakhr, Malik, Amir, etc., etc. But then you had a few of these guys in the background like Iftikhar, Pushdale, that were still failing, but because the other ones were more high profile, these guys were getting away with it. But now these guys are basically the next in line, and they're still failing. But the ones that you've picked that are performing, you haven't. To be honest, I don't think Hussein Talat is a problem. As a number 4 batsman, I think he's fine. He'll be fine. Whatever he does, he'll be fine. He won't score at 200 strike rate, but I think he will score runs. Iftikhar, he doesn't offer nothing. He doesn't offer nothing with the bat. He doesn't offer nothing with the ball. He doesn't
Come on,
offer nothing with the field.
Bound?
Pushdale has got no game. He's like somebody from gully cricket. You just swing up from the leg. That's it. Even me, you can do that. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I think the rebuild, the word I used was a bit over the top. But you get my point. Like, there is a lot of players that are questionable. That's all I'm trying to say.
Yeah. No, fair enough.
So hopefully within time we can just get these players in, Danish Aziz and etc. They do deserve a chance.
But what I don't understand, the players are there. Why aren't they picking them? Why they keep
That's
going
what,
back to
yeah,
Iftikhar?
that's the thing.
Why? And then people keep saying, "Oh, it's not Misbah's fault. Oh, Misbah's, these guys are going on." But he's the one picking the team. It's like
Run.
it's like in football now. If Liverpool keep losing, they're gonna sack Klopp, aren't they? They're not gonna sack Salah.
No, 100%. Like,
The mentality comes. To be honest, for a start, I think this is our level. Like South Africa B is our level. Like everyone likes to call it. We're not on England's level. We're not on Australia's level. We're probably not even on West Indies level. West Indies firing will probably smash us, let's be honest. Who else? New Zealand, we're not on their level. This is our level, like right in the middle, average.
Shot. That should be 6. Shot. Come on for him.
For him, man. Saviour.
Bilal still thinks we're going to win. He thinks we've got enough. We should win by 10 to 15 runs. We're up to 138 now with 2 balls to go.
I think if he can hit two more boundaries, I think. But that if we win, the thing is, I was thinking this when Iftikhar is batting. If Iftikhar scores 55 or 30, which he hasn't, it probably fixes his spot in the team for the next 3 games. So this probably happening, hopefully, is a blessing in disguise.
Yeah, let's not forget for the people watching, this is just a batting which we're worried about. Bowling, I'm comfortable with the bowlers we got. With
I
the
don't
spinners
think
we
so.
got.
I don't think our
You think
bowling's
so?
that good. I don't
Hit
think our
that.
bowling's
Hit
that
that.
good.
Oh, it's just a wide full toss. He should be getting the treatment. Instead, he's out. Hey, drop.
Oh, yay! Finally some luck.
2. Get him back on strike. That's 140.
Oh, he's got 2.
Come on, get boundary.
So we got to where you predicted, Doc, 140.
Yeah.
26 off
I
11. You
just
can't
hope
ask for much
the
more.
other
To be
prediction's
honest.
correct as well. That is enough.
Let's hope so.
I just
Somebody, we'll talk about the bowling when you bowl, I guess. Are you on next innings?
I think Hamza's coming on.
Oh,
But I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure if Imi's coming on or not. I don't know what's going on there.
Right, last ball. Come on for him. Big 6. Go on, boy. He's caught it, but
Just run.
boundary.
What's number 4?
Shot. Come on. Good.
That's a top innings for him there. We needed that so bad.
30 off 12 balls.
Well done for him.
see that's what
If
you
you
need.
could
That's
do-
what you need of Kushti
Yeah.
and Ifti for this.
Exactly. If he could do it, why couldn't the others do it? That's what I'm saying.
Because for him, yeah. No, I know. I take
It's the
his point.
intention, you know what I mean?
It is,
Yeah,
it is intention. He came out with intention, intent, sorry, and he's just in good form at the moment. He's just in. I think if you put him in a one-day team right now, if you put him in a 10-10 game, he'd score right now. He's just in a really good place with his batting. But still, a really good
You know what
innings.
is, Doc? You know with Kushti, as soon as he come out, you could tell his intent wasn't there. He was just there like defending. That's not the intent. With the position where he's coming, he should be out going blazing. He should be going out there, going for his shots, and taking the pressure off Riz. I think that contributed to Riz getting out the next over. Having 5 dot balls, yeah, and then getting a single the next ball. That's just, I don't know.
We've got the
Ridiculous.
140 on the board.
Yeah, 145 to win, says Habib. Yeah, hopefully we can defend that. I think we can. Who thinks hands up? Who thinks we're going to win? Genuinely, head, not heart, head. Who thinks we're going to win this?
Me.
No chance.
I think we've got enough.
I do.
I don't.
Cal says no chance.
I don't think we have.
Shazeb?
60-40 South Africa right now,
And
can't
to be
lie.
honest with you, I think it might be better if we do lose it, because then the next game is going to be more interesting.
Again,
I'd like to see.
no.
I'd like to see. You know why? I'd like to see what kind of changes they do make in a difficult position. Because
To
if
be
we
honest, I
win
know
this
what
game,
Cal's
if we
thinking.
win this game, you know why I'm saying it. If we win this game, it's going to be so easy for them to for the next game.
Oh,
Because
I get what you
they're
mean by that.
relaxed.
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't know. They don't, but if we lose this game, then it's going to be a really a big question. Yeah, for the management, what changes they're going to do.
I think the saying
And
is
they
if
need
you
that
win,
pressure.
paper over the
And they-
cracks. That's what they say.
Yeah. I think. I don't
And
know.
if you think about it, for the long run, yeah, it's better for us if we do lose this game, because then they have to do tweaks, and we're going to get the betterment out of the players. You know, the other players are going to get the chance what they need to be getting the chance. Rather than if we win this game, that's it. We've swept over what a bad thing. We've already just swept over it again.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
like I
hope
said,
that-
the batting it is a concern. Sorry, Doc.
No, go on.
Yeah, like I said, it's just the batting that is a concern for me. I think Umar disagrees when it comes to bowling. For me, I'm not saying the bowling's amazing or fantastic, but I just feel more comfortable. I feel like we have got match winners in the bowling, so we have got a chance to win this game. Like I said, if our bowling fires, just do their usual selves, we got a big chance. So inshallah, we can get the win.
Tabriz says we need to be nuanced. Agree, Tabriz. Iftikhar, yes, we've seen enough. The others, like Kushtil, we need to be fair and give them long enough to make an informed decision. Well, Umar just pulled up the stats about Kushtil, isn't it? He's now played 9 games and hasn't really performed in any of them. I think, like I say, I think he's getting close to that point where we say, thank you, but no thanks at the moment. Maybe go back to domestics and see if you can work on a few things. Shazal says, well done, Fahim. Absolutely. I think we'd all echo, well done, Fahim. He's got us out of a bit of trouble there. If we win the game, hopefully it'll be because of the bowlers as well, but also I think that 30 off 12 will really have helped us.
Shout out to the Pretorius as well. 5 wickets, bowled
Oh
amazing.
yeah, 5 for 15.
Is that was this his first game?
No, he's
Yeah,
played.
play last. He played quite a few, yeah.
Yeah, he
played
played a
last
lot. Did he play yesterday or the other day? I think he did.
Yeah,
Mm.
he did.
Shazad thinks that we're winning. I agree. Holkistan, our resident eternal optimist, Holkistan. I think even if we were defending 72, he'd say, yeah, we're going to win, definitely. So we like to see that bit of positivity. Ali, on the other hand, doesn't think we've got enough. I can see where you're coming from there, Ali, because it's not a huge score, but I've got a good feeling. Umar says Rolf needs to fix his lengths up. Yeah, it wasn't quite spot on with the last in the last game. Habib agrees. Elise mentions about that we've got too many spinners and there's a lot of dew on this wicket. I mean, it feels like. I mean, I didn't see the towel come out. I didn't see them need to dry the ball that much in the first innings. Anyone notice that? Or
No,
I did not see.
to be honest, it gets worse. Normally gets worse the later it gets, doesn't it?
yes, exactly. So I think that's what Ali's point is, that we're going to maybe struggle to grip the ball. I think our spinners are going to tie them up in knots, and I think we're going to win. But that's just me. Shazad thinks that we were pretty pathetic between overs 10 and 19. Well, this is where do we miss someone like Hafiz? Would Hafiz have let that happen coming in at 4 or 5? Cal?
Sorry, say that again.
I said if we'd had Hafiz, maybe that would have made things a bit, Hafiz might have, played a bit of a better innings than some of the.
Yeah, he has been in better form, obviously from previous matches and that, but you don't know in it at the end of the day. But I think we did play poorly, I think, personally. Apart from Riz and Fahim, everybody else, it just feel like there's no intent there. They're not going in with their, with their role, with their mind thinking that, what their role is, what they need to do.
Let's not pretend Hafiz doesn't play 5 dot balls and hits the boundary off the last ball.
Got
So
a point.
to be honest,
But
he's not
boundary's
much
different,
better.
innit? If you get a boundary, that's different, but not a single.
Yeah. Go on, Shazad.
I was gonna say, Ali said you weren't listening to the commentary. There's a lot of you at the time. Like, let the comments let us know, like, what are the commentators saying? Are they saying it's a good pitch? What are they saying, Mary? Because
Yeah.
I don't think we can't hear the commentary because obviously we're on this. So
Obviously,
let us know in the comments.
listening to us is better than listening to the commentary, because obviously we know more than all these international cricketers.
Obviously.
Apart from that, any little snippets that you can get for the 2 minutes that you turn us down, please let us know. Shazal says they were taking singles and couldn't hit a ball. Well, I mean, we're going to find out. We're going to find out if that's because they are just limited players who weren't good enough today, or generally, or whether it's because it's not the easiest pitch to bat on, and actually you can only take those risks right at the end, like Fahim did. Omar Hussain thinks we've got enough.
Well, if you think about it, the rest of the team have just done the same thing what they did in the last game, apart from Riz, what he scored less runs. He scored a century in the last game, and obviously this game he scored 50 plus. So it's just they've just done the exact same thing what they did in the last game with the same team. Apart from the Riz scored less than what he scored the last game.
So, Shazeb, if it was a World Cup final tomorrow, okay, T20 World Cup final, I'd be interested to know in the comments as well, guys. If there was a T20 World Cup final tomorrow, okay, we're playing Namibia in the final. What would your first choice team be, if you can think of one or an idea of one in your head right now?
First 11.
Everyone's fit, yeah. And in the comments as well, I want your first 11s.
So obviously a difficult one. If I was to go with first 11 right now, whoa, that's a very hard one actually. Some of the B players we
have a minute to think about it. We'll talk about comments. Omar, do you have a think as well? You guys as well. Just be interested to know, because obviously we've got a lot of variables in our team right now. Players coming in, going out. Some players rested, some players not available. Blah blah blah. If everyone's fit and we're playing a final tomorrow, what's your first 11? Have a think whilst we go through some of these comments, and you guys as well in the comments as well. It'd be good to get some ideas. Let's have a look. Omar says, Pakistan handled the deal a lot better compared to South Africa and their bar of soap. Fair enough. So hopefully we do that again today. Apparently we are more insightful than Waz and Rambo. Thanks very much. That's good to know, Omar. Obviously, what we lack for in international caps, we make up for in just watching shed loads of cricket every day, basically, and being passionate about the whole thing. Ali thinks we need 3 wickets in the first 35 before they get to 35. Debriz, Hafiz is playing himself out the side. If he'd kept off social media, he would have walked back into the side. So either in the comments or you guys, can someone, because I was at work this morning, so I've missed some of this social media stuff. What has Hafiz said today in English, ideally?
What was it? Something about the approach. I can't remember exact words. Does anyone remember? Do you remember the Carlo Omar?
Shall I bring it up?
Yeah, bring it up. It's worth talking about, to be honest.
I know he said a few things that he probably shouldn't have. Shazad says, I was dissing Hafiz earlier on his off-field acts, but I guess today's display why he feels like a big shot. I'd happily take him back. Oh, come on, Shazad. We need to be a bit stronger than that. It
doesn't matter if you perform. You can't go around doing what he did.
I mean, it depends what he's done, I would say, but I wouldn't. Whatever he's done, I wouldn't just go on today and the other day's batting and say, well, Hafiz come straight back.
Okay, it all started with the congratulations, Rizwan, on scoring T20 100. You are a star, you are a star, shining star. Wonder how long you need to prove that you are number 1 wicketkeeper batsman in Pakistan, all formats of the game. Just asking. Then obviously Safraz replied with, then Jamja Ahmed had to put his 2 pence in as well. And then
obviously he's got his tic-tac with the Hafiz, isn't he?
Yeah, and then after that he in response to Safraz's response to the reply, he just tweeted, shallow-minded approach exposed in capital letters.
Is he replying to Safraz there?
Or? No, just the tweet, but obviously he's replying to.
Okay.
Indirect.
Like back in the day.
Is he replying to Safraz or Amr?
Do you remember years ago on Facebook where you would want attention, and like this is like 10, 15 years ago, you just put like a sad face so that everyone asks, what's wrong? You okay, man? Ridiculous.
Is that what you did, Doc, before?
No, obviously, friends of mine did it. Everything all right? PM me, DM me if you need help. Nuts.
Okay, so what we're doing, in these 11s, is Hafiz added or not?
That's the thing, yeah. Hafiz walks into this team. When you talk about his batting skills, you can't lie.
Oman, I think we might be losing you for Imi in a minute, so quickly give us, or Cal, who are we losing?
Okay, I'm going to go, yeah.
Okay, Cal.
You stay on, I'm going to go because I need to go.
Yeah, Hamza's going to probably come on in and I'll leave.
So you can go when Hamza comes on anyway.
All right, so Oman, give us your 11.
Take care, guys. And
cheers,
Cal.
Take care.
Okay, I'm just going to assume that he's available for selection.
He's showing off his United top.
Sorry, I was just trying to Omar while you logged in. No.
Riz, Babar, Heather, Hafiz at 4. I'm not even listening to you, Image.
One at a time, lads. One at a time. Omar, did you start again?
Riz,
yeah.
Babar, Heather, Hafiz, Talat, Shadab, Danish. I couldn't pick between Imad and Nawaz. I'll go with Imad, Qadir, Hasnain, and Shaheen. Have I missed anyone?
No, I don't think so.
I can't think of anyone.
It's difficult to think about it, innit? Like, I don't think so. Did you have Fahim in there? Did I hear Fahim?
No, I didn't have Fahim, but I probably
Yeah.
wouldn't play. Probably wouldn't play Fahim in T20s.
Fair enough, I guess. Who's opting the bowling?
Right, here we go. We'll come to your 11 in a bit, yeah? Give you a bit more time. Whatever. Let's crack on with this game. Right, first ball. Come on, Shaheen.
Early
Come on,
wickets.
boys. Oh!
Oh,
Almost played on.
it was close.
And it's a 4.
It was. Oh, I thought that was it.
Oh, it's Janiman Malan.
Hamza's favorite, huh?
Janiman. Glad to see him with the new ball, though. Messing around last game with Harris and Nawaz.
I hope Rolf doesn't come into the power play for me anyway. He
Mm.
leaks too much in the power play. It's a middle over ball, in my opinion.
Come on. How about it?
Come on!
Come
Come
on.
on!
Yes.
That's what we needed.
Right, that's
Beauty.
what.
Come on!
Come on!
Come on, boys.
Needed that.
You know what? I might be in a minority here, but I think just looking at the first innings, I think 144 is enough. Is it good enough? Or should we just be getting 144? No. But I think it's good enough.
Inshallah.
Needed that big time. Well done, Shaheen.
And gives him the old finger wag. Like Ronaldo 9.
Yeah. Janiman gone, 4 for 1, 2 balls in.
Hamza's going to be gutted.
Yeah, he can't sing now.
Who would you come with the second over then?
Nawaz.
Spinner.
Yeah, I agree.
We made a mistake with Harris in the first game.
Yeah. That's all Babar's learned from it.
We haven't got the extra 30 runs to play around with today.
There you
so-
go. There you go. Exactly.
But yeah, I seriously think that we've got enough. I think that little last push by Fahim is probably enough, to push us through the line.
So look, some comments here. Debray says with Safraz and Rizwan in the squad, it will affect atmosphere. Probably will. Agreed there. Imi, praise for your amazing jacket. You can stay. Big game tomorrow.
You know what? My Pakistan top went in the wash the other day, and hence I just
that's
bought
the
what I was
next best
wearing.
thing you can find. Ooh.
Yeah, it's actually even better than the Pakistan top.
Shazad says he wants.
Wait till Hulk sees that.
I hope not.
Shazad wants a stronger team than Hafiz. Sorry. Shazad wants a stronger team, as in with Hafiz, as opposed to not playing him for disciplinary issues or things like that. Yeah, I don't know. I think it depends on pros and cons. I said this before. Some players are worth the hassle. Some players are not worth the hassle. I'm not sure Hafiz is worth the hassle, to be honest. Oh,
Yeah,
sure.
he's about 47 as well, so it's not like he's going to play for 10 years.
Yeah.
Who knows?
He's had.
like
Go on, Amy.
we've had what 17, 18 years of his career. Out of that, this is probably his best year. I mean, really? And then he's had 4 issues with the disciplinaries. So we've had him doing his own COVID test. We had when he was here in England, he was playing golf and he was hugging this old lady. Then the T10 and not coming back, and now this. Is it really worth the hassle? I don't think it is.
Oh, down the leg side. How is it?
No?
Riz looks interested.
He doesn't anymore. He does?
Nah.
Nah. Riz scores no.
Brilliant take, though.
I think that.
Oh, yeah.
I think they played it quite smart anyhow. Took the wide out the equation as well. What did Hush Deal finish with? Because I had to just pop out to the shop. I actually missed
14,
the Hush Deal end.
14 from 17, I think it was, to be precise.
Who's going to take over Hamza's singing duties?
Hamza when he comes on.
Yeah, that'll be along. Don't worry.
Yeah, that hit the pad.
Have they checked the LBW? No, they should have done.
Ooh, bowling.
One over.
Good start.
So which spinner? Now, Nawaz or Iftikhar or
Nawaz.
Nawaz.
Nawaz is used to bowling with the new ball in the PSL, and
Yeah. 6-1, indeed.
We'll take
Oh, yeah, we were asking about 11s, weren't we? If everyone was fit tomorrow, Fakr, Babar, Hafiz, Haider, Rizwan, Fahim, Shadab, Imad, Usman. Is that Usman Shinwari? No, sorry.
Usman Qadir.
Sorry. So I thought you. How many spinners are you allowed? Shaheen and then Ralph or Hassan Ali. See, when you look at that 11, I don't think that looks like a bad 11.
I think the what's that short off is a finisher. Rizwan's too low down the order.
Could you swap Rizwan and Hafiz there?
no, Fakhr and Rizwan. I wouldn't have Fakhr in.
I would have Fahim. So there's one at 3.
It's Rolf.
Starts with 5 wide.
5 wide.
Why is Rolf bowling though? I don't understand that.
That should come from like the strategy set from the coaches.
Didn't that clip his hip?
No idea.
Well away. But yeah, I mean, if you had Rizwan at 3, and if we could create a proper finisher in this 11, that's actually a very good 11.
We've got one sitting on the bench.
How many? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There are 6 bowling options there.
Come on, Harris. Oh, he's not going to run him out.
Fucker hasn't been on form for a while though, hasn't he?
I think
domestically, internationally.
Ali thinks he would have Rizwan and Fahim as our finishers.
Rizwan as the finisher.
No.
Not sure.
Rizwan's fine opening. He's gonna open.
Yeah, he's made 350s now. What's the point of just swapping around? Keep him
I
going.
think that Babar and Fakr combination was working for a while though, but unfortunately Fakr is the problem because he's just in no form at all. So that makes it difficult to stick with that. Umar agrees, I think, with probably a few of us saying Ralph even. Sorry, Umar Riaz says Harris, Ralph, why? Doesn't quite make sense. I mean, they might go and get a hat trick now, but I don't think I'd have done this. Catch. Oh, boundary.
That's the thing, man. We haven't got that many runs to play on with.
Yeah, it was a bit of a nothing ball. It was wide.
This looks like a number 11 that's been promoted.
To be fair, yeah. As soon as we saw Harris, each and one of us, so 4 of us, sort of expected this.
Because Nawaz got how many wickets did Nawaz get in the last game in the power play?
4 overs for 14, no wickets.
No wickets, but he hardly went for any runs.
Yeah.
The thing is, I think I was looking at a Harris Rolf stat. When he bowls in the power play at the start, he goes at about 9 runs and over, and this includes all T20s, not just international. But at the late stage, he only goes about 7.5 runs and over. So there's that fine line of not using him in the right place.
He should be in that, Umar Gul, Wahab Riaz kind of role of coming on after 9 or 10 overs and then just bowling 2 or 3 and then bowling 1 or 2 at the end. It's not. I've never had him down as a new ball bowler. It's leg side.
See, that's what I'm saying. We shouldn't have opened Rolf, man.
The whole momentum of that first over is
5, 6, 10, 11, 15.
15 or 4 balls. The whole momentum of that first over has actually just gone.
Umar's not a huge fan of Umar Riaz, not a huge fan of Ralph. Overhyped, pace is nothing if you can't control it. I mean, we can have a go at Harris Ralph. I agree, he's been poor in this over, but why are we not opening with it? We've just seen for 20 overs what this pitch is doing. Stop that. Well done. We've seen what this pitch is doing. Why would you not open with? Heck, why would you not open with 2 spinners for a laugh? See what happens. At least 1 though.
And then what do you do for the third over now? Do you give Shaheen one, or do you think you got to hold him back now because the other end just leaked a lot of runs just now?
I think you keep Shaheen on. You take Rolf off at this. Haris Rolf off at this end and get someone else on. Spinner probably.
It's got to be Nawaz from this end now. It's got to be a decent end to the over. 2 dogs. Yeah. Damage done though.
The damage is done in the first 4 balls, also.
Thing is, when you've got a small chase like this, it only takes a couple of good overs at the start. Although, to be honest, guys, we're going to squeeze them with our spinners at some point. Don't worry. The squeeze, you know, Pakistan will always put a squeeze on. It will happen. It just depends on, you don't want it to happen too late.
That's the thing. If they end the power play 55 for 1, they're in the driving seat. And if they milk Qadir and Nawaz for even 5.5, 5.5 economy from the 8 overs, they'll still back themselves to score 30, 40 in the last 3 overs, especially against Rolf.
Yes. Yeah.
Who's going to give you at least 2 bad balls and over.
Bilal says Wahab Riyaz, Rolf is Wahab Riyaz version 2. Come on, Shaheen. So they had a slip in for Haris Rolf, but they don't have a slip in for Shaheen.
Doesn't make sense.
I'm not quite sure about that. Yeah.
Shaheen, that's an interesting stat, isn't it? More wickets against the right-hand batsman. I thought he'd be left.
Yeah, it's that shape he gets in.
Naz says you have to question Barber. Should have had a spinner bowling yet. I think we agree, to be honest. And it probably would be Nawaz. Naz says that the pressure's off. Cal was in a very combative mood today. Cal wasn't taking his nonsense, was he? Catch that! Yes!
Yes! Come on, Shaheen! Come on!
Another one.
Has to be Shaheen.
Shaheen again. And that's
Thank God.
21 for 2.
Come on, boys. He sliced that, didn't he? Sort of.
Great shot. It wasn't a.
It just sort of stuck in the wicket, didn't it?
Yeah.
This guy is crap. This Jojo Smith.
Listen, we take those, bro. We take those.
Excellent.
But
22. Come on.
The ball, I think it just got stuck in the wicket and just shows it is a bit slow.
He was trying to play this. I'm just having a look back. Where was he trying to? Because it's a ball on kind of 4th stump line, and he's trying to just get it over mid off, but he's not able to. Toe end of the
bat. The Pakistanis call it, innit? The Chapir. That was like one of them, like he just tried to just slap it.
Slap it.
And the
Ali says if Rolf bowls a 4th over, we know Baba's not thinking. Yeah, well, I don't think Haris will be on next over. Turns out you don't need a slip, although I think we might have one now for the new batsman. Let's have a look. Adam says, blame the batsman. Where is this energy for Barber? I mean, he is our best player, Adam. That's the thing. So I don't think we're going to have a big go at him. We got a 70 odd in one of the test matches recently. He's not
he
in.
Probably would have got 100 if it didn't rain off, and then he got out first thing in the morning, didn't he?
Right, 21 for 2. Right, now the squeeze has to come. There's got to be pressure on from the other end at next over.
100%.
Get the fielders up a step.
Ali Raja, out. Omar Riyaz, out. Habib, yes. Agree with all of those.
South Africa got a lot of these old guys coming in, innit?
Sorry?
South Africa, the players they got in, they're very old, like 34, 33.
I'm surprised Klaassen or Miller haven't come up the order. Would make more sense.
Miller is such a good player, but he just is in no form at all from what I've seen recently. Good over so far. 4 balls, wicket maiden so far. Still 21 for 2. He's trying to get some of his overs of pace out of the way so we can strangle them with spin. Yeah, I see the logic in that. I'm not sure you needed pace from both ends, but I can see the logic there, Bruce. Habib agrees in the comments here.
Shaheen celebration, man.
Yeah.
It'll never go away, will it? Come on, let's get a third.
Basically, he's got the Shahid Afridi celebration.
I was just going to say, even though it's the same,
kiss to it.
Even though it's the same, it's still different, I think.
I reckon
adds a kiss to it, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Adds a kiss to it. But you know what? I do rate the celebration because you have to be able to hide your emotion. Because just to stand there still and just do that every time and not actually get pumped up here and just run about, it takes a bit.
Rahman,
Takes some doing.
Rahman Reis, he was one who was very calm in his celebration, wasn't
Yeah,
he?
he just
Oh,
stopped
yeah.
and put his hands behind his back.
Who was the?
I
Who
would
was
be
the?
running around like a lunatic.
What's his name? Cottrell, was it for West Indies?
Oh yeah, the
He
silly.
Cottrell,
saluted
yeah.
them off.
And there's the other one that does.
Oh yeah.
What's his name? The left-hander.
Kendrick? No, no.
Hendrick. Right. What's
I'm not
his
sure
name?
if it's
It
Kendrick. No,
started
it's
with
not.
K, that one. That was started with K something. Kendrick something.
Don't know. We'll have to look that one up. I was thinking
You know-
it's Kendrick Williams, but I think he might be a batsman, so I might have that wrong. Yeah, so go on, Shazad.
You know, Raw celebrations when he first come in the BBL, they were funny. I don't know if you like remember. He used to just go crazy after taking a wicket. And they had to turn to stop one of the celebrations. He was doing some X kind of thing. I don't know. Can't remember what it was. No
Oh,
aggression.
do you remember Wahab Riaz is in the PSL?
Oh
There
yeah.
was that-
Oh yeah.
No. Wasn't there that one as well? Wasn't there?
Yeah.
Was it?
The other one that I would say is Shadab's one when he newly came in. It was quite good. He should just go jungle. He didn't know what he's doing himself.
When are we
Boys,
losing
I'll let Hamza in and see you in a bit.
Hello.
Thank
Take
you
care
for
of
joining.
Omar, yeah?
Ooh. Take care, Ahmed. Right.
Is that a maiden? Yeah.
Well
Made a
bowled,
wicket.
Shaheen. Well bowled.
Hamza, you join us at a wicket maiden, Hamza. How you doing?
Oh, wicked. How you doing, boys?
Yeah, not bad. Not bad. How are you?
Yeah, I'm glad I didn't watch most of that batting performance.
Jody. Bowling time now.
Hamza, a lot of chat about Khushdil and Hussain Dalit obviously not looking particularly good. What are their strengths that we're missing that we're going to see by kind of persisting with them? Do you reckon?
Well, I don't know how many alternatives we've got, and you've got to give him a bit of a run. I mean, Khushdil's had quite a few chances, so I'm not going to defend him too much. He's had quite a run now.
9 games, I think we were saying 9 games. I mean, which is quite a lot in international T20 cricket. 9 games feels like quite a lot to me.
Yeah, I think Khushdil's had a bit of a run, so I don't know how many excuses he's got. I don't know what Cal was saying about Talat, blah blah blah. He's played a lot. No, he hasn't. He had the South Africa tour, and then he's basically had like a match, and then he's dropped a match, then he's dropped, and then that's it. So I think Talat, I'd put him in the same category as Haider. I think you just stick with him. There's no need to get rid of these guys. Khushdil, a bit more debatable, I think.
Oh, shot!
That's a good shot.
Flipping hell, that's a good
Big
shot.
6.
Reza Hendricks. Hendricks did well in the last game, wasn't he? There you go. All of us saying Nawaz will come on. First ball 6. There you go.
Do you know more than Talat? I think in my mind the bigger talk should be Iftikhar.
But we all know that. We all know that Iftikhar can be in this team.
Oh, Iftikhar's got to go. I'm sorry, he's just another Abid Ali. It's rubbish.
Adam says, Shazad, when you hugged the cushion, we did well. So you know what.
I'm hugging it, bro. I'm hugging it.
Habib makes a point about number of people watching. Guys, anyone who's watching, like, share, subscribe. I mean, as many people as we can watching would be good. So please do all that.
There's a guy in the South African team called Smuts.
Yeah, what?
Noticed. What a great name.
There he's coming down, isn't he? Hendricks.
Smuts.
Imran makes a point. Crucial wickets. This will expose South Africa's middle order against spinners. Agreed. Hopefully we can get spin on probably from both ends quite soon. Win prediction has got South Africa 60%. I'm not sure about that. 27 for 2, chasing 140 something. I'm not sure they're 60%.
I'm not sure about that.
Yeah, that's where the limitations
On this particular wicket, I'm not 100% sure on that.
Well, Harris Ralph's got something to say about that. 1 over for 15. Jesus.
Well, he thinks.
You know he's just not a power play bowler, and
why are they opening with him? I don't understand that. Why aren't they opening with Fahim?
Yep, I agree.
He's opened with us before, done right.
I thought for him was really good at T20 cricket, but I just wonder if it's. And the thing is, he was quite skiddy. I just couldn't think of quite a few players he would get out bowled. Well, they're using their feet against Nawaz a lot.
Nawaz.
Yeah, but why not open up with Nawaz? I mean, he only gave 14 runs the other day in 4 overs, opening the bowling. If you're not going to get a wicket, that exerts a lot of pressure.
3-dot balls. Something's going to come.
So this is.
He got hit for a 6, but he's come back well.
Come on, Nawaz. Oh, a bit short. Played away for 1. Ali says Shoaib Akhtar had the best celebration. That was a good thing. Shoaib looked pretty cool when he'd get a wicket, let's be honest, with the airplane coming out and all that. That was always good to watch.
Oh, sorry, bro. Just give me 2 seconds. I'll be back.
No worries.
I tell you who used to have a good celebration. The whole team in 1992. They'll be all jumping up and down, climbing away and climbing on top of each other. Imran Khan will come, they'll stand still and go, sorry, boss. Shake your hands.
Oh, odds on that.
Ooh.
Van Billion, Nort Van Billon, I think we'll pronounce that. Van Billion.
Come back good from getting hit from the 6.
Not 5.
So, he come back well, didn't he, in that over?
Definitely.
Yeah, after getting slog swept for 6. That's not bad.
It wasn't a bad ball either. It wasn't
No,
a bad ball. It's just unexpectedly, the batsman's really gone after him.
Their tail is really long, isn't it? Like, I don't know how to pronounce his name. Why you said to me, Wayo. He's number what? 7?
Peclaqueo, yes.
Yeah. Those ones. Miller, they got the best 2 batsmen, I think, anyway, next.
If we can get Miller and Klassen quite early, which I know is a bit optimistic, but if we get them 2 quite early, then I think we'll be okay.
Yeah.
Miller's one of them hit and miss, though, isn't he? He's someone who's got a lot of talent, but probably hasn't done it justice over the years.
I agree. We got a few of those players, haven't we?
Fahim now.
He's going to bowl him off stump. No, he's not. He's going to get hit for 1.
Guess he's saving Shaheen.
Sorry?
I think he's saving Shaheen then, isn't he?
So he has to.
And like Kabir said, maybe he's just waiting, going to get as much pace out of the way so then the spinners can come on and put the squeeze on that we always talk about. Cal, I'll hold your comment for a minute. We'll have a chat. I mean, Imi, what do you think? You know about Dillard as well. Is he more of an ODI and Test player?
I think he is. I think he's. I think his game suits the ODI and the Test cricket side. But then, if you look at his first class average, it isn't great. By 6.
His pads, man.
By 6. He's his first class average ain't the greatest, but he comes out across as someone who's very technically good. I'm not sure that T20 cricket's his forte. Don't let Hamza hear that though.
Does he need a bit too long to kind of get going at the crease?
I think so. Yeah. I think.
Yeah,
so.
I'm with him either.
He might be ideal at 3, but then we just don't have that position available, do we? We've got, and that's another thing. When you've got Babar and Rizwan in the top 2, do we need another accumulator in the top 4? Because it could be an overdose.
I mean, depending upon disciplinary things, you'd think probably Hafiz would be at 4, but I don't know what's going to happen with with all this nonsense he's been coming out with.
I don't know, but someone who knows the team quite well has said today. Well, he didn't actually it was he just tweeted me and said that from what he's heard, that he's heard that the PCB have literally told him that he's not getting back in. I don't know if there's any truth to that or not.
But listen, don't we need him in the team though in terms of his batting skills? That's the thing. That this would be a debate now, isn't it? Like with the way a batsman, I know all the politics stuff we've heard of, but we don't know what's really going on, behind the scenes. But
if he's crossed the line, sorry to interrupt you, sir. If he's crossed the line, okay. It's like I said before. There are some players that if they cross the line, you still give them a bit of leeway. If Hafiz has crossed the line, he's 40 years old. He's failed in 4 World Cups or 3 World Cups in the past. He's not someone that I would kind of move the line for and say, all right, then go on, you can come back. I think, because it wouldn't surprise me if he failed in a 5th or 4th World Cup again. And then you think, what was the point?
But hasn't he been on form in T20 for the past year? Like, he's literally been our best batsman, arguably, hasn't he? And when we were talking about our middle overs where we just crumbled, in the past year, he's the guy who's come in and made sure we got to that 190, 200. You've seen the England games and stuff like that. I just feel like, like I said, I don't know what's been going on behind the scenes, but I just feel like we need him in the T20 team because, like we said, if Dallas not a T20 player, who's going to come in instead of him? That's the question we got to ask as well. You know what I mean?
But the other thing is...
Go on.
Yeah, the other thing I'm just going to mention to that, though, performance is one thing, but then if that creates a division in the dressing room, how bad would that affect us?
Yeah, that is
And
true.
it can't be easy, yeah, when you've got your ex-captain, and you know he's well respected. Let's not make no mistake about it. So far, he's well respected that dressing room, and then you got Hafiz. It will cause a division in the dressing room. What they shouldn't have done was, wash their laundry in public, and they have. So.
But the thing is, if you look at Hafiz's career, generally, if you look at his kind of performance in bilaterals, it kind of, bilaterals he's good, World Cup dips. Bilaterals he's good, World Cup dips. So it wouldn't surprise me if he failed in another World Cup. And like I said, I just don't know if you can kind of throw your team ethics and stuff in the bin, or how your code of conduct, or however you should be off the pitch, in the bin just for Hafiz. So, for example, if this was Babar, I'd probably move the line. I'd say, all right, Babar, just watch it, but fine, you're back in the team. If it was Shaheen, I'd probably say, all right, watch it, but you're back in the team. Hafiz, I don't know if it's worth it. Let's just go through these comments. So, predictions on which drink Hamza's going to come back with. Nice, good question, Debris. I'm going to go boring water.
Iron Brew. He looks like that sort of person.
So there, quickly.
7 Up.
Brew.
7 Up. All right. Okay.
Standard.
I agree with this comment, by the way. I think it's a really good point from Imran. I think. Sorry, that was a different comment from Imran, which I also agree with.
What's back on?
Oh, I don't agree with that. Osman Qadir is on. That will decide which way this game will go. I agree.
They've gone back to Harris Rauf again.
Yeah,
It's like, it makes you wonder sometimes the thinking behind it.
Debris says lemonade. Omar thinks this is Fahim's kind of pitch. He's looked okay so far, I guess I would say. Cal still on a tantrum. Comments about HD streaming. We'll try and stream in HD if we can, guys. We're working on all this stuff, so bear with us.
The only issue is trying to find a live stream that would let us do it on HD when we're all separate. It's very hard. But yeah, we're working on it, so hopefully soon.
Ali says, yeah, I agree. Osman Qadir is going to be a lethal weapon. So does Osman Qadir get into our first 11 when everyone's fit, including and available, including Hafiz, Imad, Shadab, etc.?
I would.
I would.
Yeah, his form since he's been coming has been amazing. How do you not play him?
He's a match winner.
Exactly. Every time he bowls, I feel confident, in taking a wicket. For me, you can't. When Stark comes back, you can't really take him off. That's runs, man.
Seriously.
I mean, if they're doing this as an experiment to just check, can we bowl Harris Rauf in the power plays, then okay, fine, I can understand you're experimenting, but
it's just you can see he's too
stats. He's not great in the power play.
much in the power play.
Interesting.
That's how he's been successful in the past year.
Yeah, no, exactly. Interesting comment from Bilal Van Billen. Feasts on medium pace bowlers, either bring on extreme pace or get guarded on.
Is Bilal from South Africa? Is he living in South Africa?
Bilal, where in South Africa are you, by the way? Whereabouts in South Africa are you based?
He did say the other day it's about 350 kilometers away from Johannesburg.
Oh, I see.
He did name a place the other day. Absolutely no clue though.
Okay, just name the place again, Bilal. Be interesting to know. I think we need Hafiz for the World Cup. I don't think we need Hafiz for the World Cup. I'd like Hafiz for the World Cup, but I don't think we need Hafiz for the World Cup. I think there's a slight difference there. Holt says no one's bigger than the. What does he say? Yes, he says no one's bigger than the team. Yeah, I would tend to agree. Harris Rauf in again, and boundary again.
Oh my God!
Do you know what?
He stopped it.
They stopped that, but you know what? That opening up with him, I can say that comes on the management. Bringing him back for the 6th over, that comes down to the captain. For some reason, he decided to bring him back on. Hamza, we had a question earlier. What drink did you go to get?
What?
What drink did you go to get?
Oh no, it was my daughter's going nuts.
Oh.
Yeah, my 2-year-old. I could hear her screaming for me.
What drink did you last have?
Drink?
Yeah. Come on, Hamza, just answer the question.
Even
Oh
just
no!
water.
Catch it! Oh,
No.
stop it! Well
Stop
done.
it.
What?
Oh,
Wow.
Heather Ali's fielding is amazing.
Again.
Yeah, good stop.
It's too
Awful
late for
second
Cocoa
over as
Pops, Omar.
well. So he's gone for
Say again.
26 and 2.
Say again, Hamza. Sorry.
Yeah, drinks as in today.
Yeah, so we were kind of taking guesses on what drink you'd come back with.
Oh no, no. I just got some crisps for now, mate.
Thanks very much.
So no drinks.
The problem is, we'll be saying, how can we not have the most informed batsman in the team? We've already mentioned that after today's batting, I'm not a fan of his, but we do need him. Ali, I disagree. I don't disagree. I don't disagree that he's the most informed batsman in the team, because he is. I just think, like I say, I'm sorry, I can keep repeating myself, but I just don't think he's worth the hassle of changing the team ethics or whatever it is, whatever code of conduct they've got. I don't expect Hafiz, as good as he's playing right now, if you said to me Hafiz is going to fail in the World Cup, I wouldn't be surprised. I would say, yeah, can't see that coming, happened 4 times before. That's why I think we don't need him. I would like him in the team, but I don't think we need him. So if he kept his mouth shut, he could be in the team. If he can't do that, then he can do one. So.
Yeah, where did that tweet come from?
Usman,
why would you word a tweet like that?
Apparently, from what I've heard, is they have got a past, and that has been confirmed by someone who knows the players quite well. That they have got a past. When Sarfraz was captain, there something was said once, and
Usman guarded.
turn, isn't it?
Turn.
Interesting that we were 4-6 for 2 as well at this stage.
So there is a past somewhere down the line, but I mean, doing this in public is ridiculous.
So
and a word for Ahmed to like when the
dogfighting.
When the gosht is in the andi, yeah, and it just needs a little bit of stir. No one needs to stir it, but the guy who just comes in and thinks, you know what, let me just give it my own little masala, yeah. That's what Ahmed just went and done amongst it. It's so unnecessary.
Right, 2 dot balls so far. Oh!
Come on, Usman.
3 dot balls.
Usman's
he needs to do what Shamsi done for them.
Yep.
Yeah. Lots of Harish Ralph comments. People not a big fan of how he's been bowling today. He's still got 2 overs to go, so he could bring it back, of course. De Breers gives his viewpoint on Hafiz. We'll come to that in just a second. Come on, another dot ball or a wicket. Oh, that's a
full toss.
Oh, full toss 6.
You get that with leg spinners, don't you? Sometimes.
Pressure's off.
Thing about Ralph, I just don't get why I get why he's playing. I don't get why they're open with him.
Yeah, that's what everyone's confused.
Makes no sense. It's just from his entire career, it's obvious that he's not an opening bowler. He doesn't come across as one. He comes across as a middle overs guy and a death guy.
Well, we were saying like a Umar Gul or Wahab Riaz type guy, to an extent.
Yeah, well Riaz, what? Oh God, I don't know.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Right. Umar wants to know where your Cocoa Pops are, as always. Well, Umar's on the Cocoa Pop watch.
Mate, there were 5 o'clock in the morning shifts. That's why.
Sweep for 1. Bilal's from Vicksburg. That's about 300k from Johannesburg, isn't it?
Yep.
Also.
Let's
have a look.
Yeah, that's what you said earlier, about 350Ks.
Oh, 50k. Sorry, that's what I meant. Shazad
350.
said, right. South Africa's win percentage is 63% now. They're 53 for 2. They're ahead of us at this stage. Usman Khan has just gone for a 6, and now he's gone.
And for another 6.
That's a big hit. That's a big hit. Big hit, that is. See, this is a stage where we lost. Go on.
Yeah, no, go on.
This is a stage where we messed up, after the power play until the 15th over. And it's interesting to see how South Africa going now. They've got a target to chase, so they'll be more comfortable. They go on, I
was just saying, they've hardly rotated the strike. They've hit I think it's 4 or 5 sixes now. And every over, they've managed to hit a 6, and then the dot balls haven't really sort of affected them. 4 sixes.
Nice surname. Says, chances of Pakistan winning in percentage, please, your opinions. Okay, so before that previous over where I thought our trump card has just gone for 12 or 13, I would have said about 55, but at the moment, 59 for 2. I'm going to say our chances of winning are 45. Shazeb.
40% I'd say chance. Like 2 wickets down. Unless the wicket falls right now, which I'd love, but I'll say 40% chance of
Hamza?
winning right now.
Well, they need 86 off 78 with 8 wickets in hand. So I reckon it's in 65% in South Africa's hand now.
Okay, so that's 35 for us. Imi, how much for us?
I'm going to try my old trick in the book. I'm going to say South Africa won this.
This game's over. Oh, the old
Yeah, this
reverse.
game's over.
Reverse, I know what you mean. Ooh. Right, so we've got spin from both ends now. We've got Nawaz on at one end, Usman Qadir at the other. Umar is asking to fly us all to Pakistan, so we'll be in touch about that. Thanks, Umar. What else have we got here from Umar? Yeah, Umar just comments there to each other. Harish Rauf not to bowl. I think Harish Rauf will bowl again in this innings. Hopefully he'll just bowl better at the end. Right, come on, Noah. I think the wicket now.
Yeah, we need a wicket in this over. Can't let him settle.
Let's have a look. Adil says, just like when you bat, you need an attack-minded player, defensive-minded player to support. The same goes with bowling. We've got Shaheen and Usman Qadir for attacking bowling. Who's going to... Yeah, I mean, I guess if you're asking Adil who's going to bowl defensively or wicket to wicket, maybe on this pitch, and not give away so many, you'd almost want Fahim to do like a Pretorius type role. I mean, I guess for us. Oh, that's a good shot, isn't it? Shaheen's not catching that. Reverse swept for 4. South Africa are pulling ahead now.
Good shot, to be fair.
Yeah. Mohammed Rashid, welcome, Mohammed Rashid. There's some new names on the stream today, guys. So thanks for joining, and please do like, share, subscribe. Join us again. I'm sure we'll be back for our next. Well, we'll be back tomorrow, definitely for the 3rd game, but also for the upcoming tour to South Africa. We'll try and do as many watch-alongs as we can. Come on, Nawaz. They're going to get to a point relatively soon where they're just going to stop needing boundaries, and that's when it's going to become difficult for us, I think, to stem the flow of runs.
Basically, we have to bowl them out to win this, and if anyone can, it'll be us who could do something like that.
Mohammed just said, guys, safe to say we've lost. Oh, come on. We've all sat through enough Pakistan games to know that this isn't over by a mile, unless you're trying to jinx it, in which case, good shout.
And guys, if you're on the stream and you're on Twitter, just drop us a quick tweet, and if we're not following you, we'll follow you back. So 100% we'll follow you guys back. We do appreciate you guys being on here.
South Africa not letting him settle, yeah. But we've said it before, isn't it? In international cricket, when you first start in international cricket, sometimes players don't quite know how to play you, and it doesn't take long sometimes for them to work you out. It looks like they've come out with a much better plan against spin than they did the other day.
Ooh, good ball.
Yeah. Ali says, like I said earlier, we don't have enough runs. Ball is hard for the spinner to grip. It skids off the surface. We're 20 runs short. I don't know. I thought we had enough. Cal thinks South Africa looking very comfortable.
Dory, few wickets will change the whole thing.
Yeah,
we got this.
I did mention, earlier in the comments when I was off here, that 160 would probably be enough, and I think that was only the 2nd or 3rd over of the game. That probably might be the difference now, the extra 15 runs. But this is Pakistan, and like in the test matches, all it takes is now another breakthrough, and we might be right in this again.
Hamza, what are you eating, man?
Yeah, you're making everyone feel hungry now.
Honestly,
All
I'm
we
getting
can
hungry.
hear is him eating.
Thai sweet chili chips. I love them. The thing is, cricket's like, especially when Pakistan are playing, it's like watching a movie for me. I just can't watch a movie at home without having something to eat. And same with cricket. I just can't watch cricket.
Oh, it's gone for 6.
That's a heck of a shot.
I mean, I said shot, but I didn't think it went for a 6 until it absolutely carried, didn't it? And Hendricks, I mean, he's played well, hasn't he, for both games?
Yep, he has, to be fair to him. Did he make 50? Was he 50 last game he made, or was it like 40 odd?
40 odd.
40 odd.
Until Rizwan sort of run him out.
Yeah. I don't know if Adam's... it's not a crisis, Adam. Chill out, man. It's fine. Adam's only 17. Don't worry, Adam. We'll be all right. Oh yes. Okay, so Mohammed Rashid was here for the first game. I wasn't here. Sorry, for once I had to work, so I was watching that game from work. Good to have you back, Ben.
Caught the patient's wait.
Sorry.
Caught the patient's wait.
Caught the patience.
Caught your patient's wait.
Well, yes. I know you'd like to think so, right?
Pakistan the more important,
Yeah,
man.
priorities.
Imran wants Hulk on for a bit of optimism, no doubt.
Yep.
I think it's been a bit of a shambles. It's not been good, let's be honest. I mean, we said, didn't we? We kind of gave ourselves a bit of an out, and we said, "What?"
Ooh, that's fun.
We said, "Let's see how this pitch." Oh no!
Oh my word!
What was that, man?
Who was that?
And the worst thing is, he's picking up a towel as well at the same time. It's for him.
Yeah, it's for him. Fahim's allowed to do that.
He slipped.
I want to see how that towel come into his hand. So he's dropped, the towel's fallen, and he thought, "Let me pick that up before I pick up the ball."
Never seen that one before.
So has this been a bit of a shambles today then? Now that we're seeing how South Africa are batting on this pitch compared to us. Yes! Got it!
There we go, man!
Yes!
What crisis!
Yeah,
Come on,
what crisis?
We need more of those.
Crisis,
Come
what
on.
crisis?
We need more. Keep going, boys.
Oh no, they're checking the no ball. They're checking the no ball.
Oh, serious?
Let's have a look.
Oh, not with our third umpires.
Oh no, don't call him back.
No.
Please don't call him back.
Well, he's going back. Got his helmet back on.
Nah, if he's ball or no ball, that's poor.
Is it a no ball?
Don't know. Waiting for a replay.
I'm watching it on silent. All because see Pakistani faces are like very confused, just as confused as we are right now.
We're not going to get a replay of this. Well, 75 for 3. What's happening?
I think it is, you know.
Oh, it's a no ball.
That is poor from Muslim.
Man.
And a free hit. Oh, seriously.
Hold on.
It is a crisis, you're right.
Oh,
Yeah, that
God.
is a no ball. It's nothing behind.
Unforgivable for a spinner.
Yeah, exactly, for a spinner, man. That we needed that as well.
At least says the seamers haven't taken the pace off. I mean, Shaheen's been fine. In fact, Shaheen might even come back into the attack soon because we're struggling here at the moment. But yeah, they bowled very smartly, didn't they? Adam says this is not a great one. Presumably being sarcastic. Great advert for the PSL. Seeing our first 11 getting battered. We did win the other day.
Oh God.
I think we need to make our mind up. Some people call it the C team. I've heard people call it the D team, the B team.
This isn't a proper B team. I mean, if you look at the South African lineup, okay, Rabada would be here.
Duplessis.
Who else? Maybe Ngidi. I don't think they actually play him that much for T20s. I don't think. De Kock will be playing. Maybe Faf if they want a bit of experience, but I don't think he's that great anyway. Markham would play. I think Markham would play.
No, Markham would be the T20.
I swear they play him.
Rassi Van Dusen would be though.
Oh well, yeah, like one of that top 3 would probably play. That's it. So it's not like
they're probably about 4 players short. It's like our test team to our T20 team. Not every single player is going to be there.
What did Rizwan go? Little toilet break in that.
Yeah, I think he thought like he couldn't hold that one.
I'm just seeing the no ball now. It's actually quite a big no ball considering he's a bloody. Well, any no ball's a big no ball from a spinner.
Right. I mean, the thing is about that wicket. If it was Pakistan who got out like that, you'd be so annoyed because, as Ellie says, they only need to run a ball. Why do you need to run down the wicket to the spinner when you know that the seamers have got plenty of overs left and haven't looked very threatening, or certainly 2 of them haven't.
The chance of the bowler of basically changing the game around.
was a really weird shot from, was it Biljon or
Omar says
whatever his
it's
name is?
nicely set up for the decider tomorrow. Not finished yet, Omar. Not finished yet. Not finished yet.
Free hit coming up.
All right, come on. This can't be a 6, please. Nice and flat. That's not
Nah.
wide. It's fine. It's fine. Yes, good. Whew. It's got away with that, I think.
Okay, got away with it, I think. Just
I think that might have just touched that line.
Yeah, I think Billion thought that it's a wide and just let it go.
Oh, that's not a great ball.
It wasn't a great ball. He's got away with it. Oh, yeah,
No.
Zen, oh my word. That's the second time we've seen that where I thought to myself, that's not carrying all the way.
Well, Omar got very excited when we got that wicket and said crisis over. Unfortunately not, Omar.
You've jinxed it.
Do you know, before the game, I mean, all I was seeing on social media was like, why are we not making 5, 6 changes? This is a prime example why we're not, because are we good enough to do that?
I don't think 5, 6, but I would have thought at least 1 or 2 changes, personally.
Oh,
5, 6 is too much.
I would have definitely played Hassanin, for example.
Mm.
But 5, 6 changes, I mean, like, the whole bench strength, I don't think we're good enough.
Hasnain for who?
I would have said Shaheen before the game, but I think it's going to be Haris Rolf now. Because I think the last game is now, there's going to be a lot of riding on it.
Yep.
Imran says we need a run out. I agree. We need something a bit ridiculous to happen, don't we? Like a batsman running down the pitch and getting stumped, which we did have. If only he'd not bowled a no ball.
Nah, come on, man. Spinner bowling, no ball.
And Imran makes a point that, yeah, we all said Gardiswell was going to be huge, and South Africa are playing him nicely, and when they're not playing him nicely, we're making mistakes.
Mm-hmm. This is where like being watchalongs it gets very tough when you're winning is one thing, but when you're losing and you're on a watchalong, it's very tough. Seriously,
we're making it easy for them.
Yeah, pretty poor bowling.
So much for wicket to wicket.
Yeah.
Do you know?
Do you guys think they played the same 11 again? Because like Misburn that are desperate to win the series.
Surely not.
Sorry, did you say again, Hamza? Do you think
do you guys think they played the same 11 again? Because they're desperate to win the series, like Misburn that. Because I would have thought that 2-0 Test series is way more important than this, and that they'd experiment a bit.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know why they picked the same 11. Maybe just to win the series. It shouldn't, like you say, it shouldn't make a huge difference to Misbah's job, as it were, because you would think that 2-0 has probably saved him, given him a bit of time.
Mm-hmm. You know, I don't know. It's a fine one, isn't it? But I think do they win with the same 11? Do they win the third game? I don't think they do. They need a couple of changes. They need to freshen it up.
But it's not like the first game we absolutely dominated with this team. We went to the last over, you know what I mean? It's not like we were just battered on, man. If we need to go with the same team, we're going to win the second T20. Like, it got to the last ball. We only lost by 3 runs, was it? So, certainly should have been changes.
I don't know. Like, you see everyone rotating, especially fast bowlers. Like, we're like running Shaheen into the ground.
Hamza, Danish Aziz, would you?
Yeah, I said it before.
Flipping boundary.
Yeah. Yeah, I would have given Danish all 3 matches. You got to see these guys. I would have given him all 3 matches batting at 5 or 6. What are you learning from Mifty?
Isn't he a favorite?
Rubbish.
You know what, Hendricks
looks really good.
He actually got some of his wickets by mixing his pace up.
Pretorius?
Yeah, sorry. Pretorius, sorry. Yeah, I was going to say Hendricks. Pretorius, he got some of his wickets today by mixing it up. So I mean, it was his strength. not letting the one pace batsman set the one pace. We haven't done any of that. We're just bowling basically wicket to wicket. There's no aim to bowl slower balls. We're basically we're taking the pitch and the slowness of the pitch completely out of the equation.
There's Yamin thinks it's pathetic bowling. Agreed. It's not been great, has it? Not been great today, apart from Shaheen.
Very scrappy, shabby performance all round so far.
Let's have a look. Shazad is annoyed that there's so much happening on the leg side.
Yeah, boys, I'm gonna have to log off. My 2-year-old's going crazy. Unfortunately, I can hear her in the other room. Terrible twos keeps asking for me. So I think you've got Umar, who's going to come on now. You all right?
Indeed, we have. No worries, Hamza. Thanks a lot, man.
So, sorry, everyone.
Yeah, bro.
I'll catch you guys soon.
See you later.
See you later, boys.
I come with wickets.
Let's hope so. So genuinely though, this is this over? Can anyone see us coming back from here?
It's not over yet. 3 more overs.
Anyway,
We're gonna need like a double wicket over, don't we?
Yeah. If we can get 2 wickets and an over, I think we'll be.
Do you know that wicket? If that wicket just fell there, right? The mood might have been a bit different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. Might as well bring it back on, Shaheen. Try getting a few wickets.
I mean, he's got 2 overs to go. We're not winning this game yet by defending.
Run a ball, basically.
Yeah, run a ball in the last 2 overs, are we? We're going to win this. We're going to win it in the next couple of overs by picking up a couple of wickets. So, go for the kill.
The point,
yeah, go on.
The point Umar makes about Omar Riyaz, sorry, how you bat positively the defensive approach of Pakistan is mind-boggling. That's why I was so disappointing, mid overs when if they were batting and there was so much dot balls, the singles, there was no intention. It's different if you're trying to hit boundaries and it's not working, if the balls are coming onto the bat. But it was just single, dot, and you ended up making 20 from 20. In 20 balls, you can easily get 40, 50 runs, you know what I mean? If a good batsman comes in. But the game, if you do lose this, we lost it in the mid overs, after the power play between 6 and 15. That's where we just didn't take advantage and we made 140. And bowling has been poor as well, to be honest with you. The bowling has not done any favours. But like you said, if one over could change it, if you take a couple of wickets, who knows, man? Who knows?
It's interesting. It's almost like I thought that they were batting like this is a really difficult pitch and one
exactly
would be enough. And obviously I was wrong, and obviously they were wrong because it's not going to be. It doesn't look like it's going to be enough anyway, unless something ridiculous is going to happen. It hasn't been turning miles. The spinners aren't unplayable. The seamers, apart from Shaheen, haven't done much. So yeah, I don't see how we're going to pull this one out of the fire, really.
I think the opposite's happened, hasn't it? We thought the spinners were going to choke them, but that's where they took the game away.
You think the juice played a factor here? The ball's coming a bit more on.
I think they were expecting that last game, and we got away with it a little bit. And this game, I don't think we have. I think the towels are out more in this game.
Yeah, I think South Africa are out batting us. They're probably out bowled us as well, to be fair.
Oh, blimey. Okay, I didn't realise it's 53 of 60. I thought it was closer than that for some reason.
No, they did well in the head. I mean, they're only about 5 and over now.
Nawaz is bowling, I think.
Yeah.
I feel like we need Shaheen.
Shazad's 80% win-whiz or win-viz, whatever it is for South Africa. Yeah, it makes sense, doesn't it? Why was Hassan rested today?
So rested, he just
same team, I guess they wanted to go with. I'm not sure. We weren't. Not all of us were in agreement with that. Some of us would have played Hasnain, some of us would have played Hassan, some of us would have played them both instead of both seamers.
Hasnain is the one for me though. Every time he gets a goal, he seems to do a job for the team.
How has that gone for?
But then he just doesn't seem to like get enough game time.
He doesn't like. He's been with the team for how long? But 2 years now, since
But
2019.
we've literally carried him for 2 years,
Mhm.
and literally he's always the one you're just sitting in the dugouts just watching.
This is what me and Cal was saying. It was like, okay, we thought we were going to win earlier. We probably still will. Let's say if we win now, and Husnain comes on next game, and he gets, I don't know, 3 for 40. It doesn't really matter because he's probably going to get dropped for the first T20 again.
Mm-hmm.
And that must play a role in the player's mind as well. Because they think it doesn't really matter what I do today. It's not like I'm going to play the next game anyway. So that can't help the players. But it's almost like we said, you know, a squad of 20 football players will have 40 matches a season. There's such relatively few international T20s that you are just going, you know, some of our series are like 1-match T20 series. It's just added on to the end of a tour, like a random T20 or like a 2-match T20 series. So it's difficult, isn't it? It's difficult to give all these players a game that they are almost going to get like one game at a time sometimes, which is not enough.
But
But that's maybe you do pick them on their league performances, your T20 league performances as well. That's where some of these players have come from, isn't it? PSL, things like that.
Yeah.
But then everyone keeps, like, we can't be the only ones that are talking about Shaheen's workload.
No.
These guys are getting paid, whatever they're getting paid. They must know that he's been bowling constantly for so long.
The bigger worry is, straight after this, he's got 6 weeks of PSL, and Lahore are not resting him.
No way.
No chance.
Then straight after that, we've got the South Africa series. Then we've got we go to Zimbabwe, and don't we go to West Indies after that?
I think. I think West Indies is. I think West Indies might be August, which is a weird time to play in West Indies, but I think it's August.
Oh, so it's England, and then it's West Indies.
I think so.
But
there's no way.
The amount of cricket to be played, you would think that we start picking and choosing the amount of games Shane's going to bowl. I mean, the last thing you want is on the eve or on the first game of the World T20 to Shane to break down.
Pulling too short, Nawaz, man. Easy singles.
So look at India today. Bumrah didn't play today. They're basically taking care of their premier fast bowler. They play him when they want to play him, and they'll rest him. So they played on a spinning track and said, you know what, Bumrah can have a rest. We're going to go for workhorses. We'll go with the other two.
I think people don't see that. It's the workload thing. It will affect them long term, not short term. Like Afiri's bowling well right now. We're not saying that, it'll affect his performance now, but over the long term, it could get affected. And we've seen this so many times in the past without bowlers. There's different Junaid Khan, you can say Amir as well. They need to take it into consideration, definitely.
This game's not going 20 overs, right? So why bring Usman Khan is 0 for 29 off 2. I'm not saying he's poor or anything like that, but he's not been great today. They've gone after him. Would you not bring Shaheen back for just in the hope that he gets like a double wicket maiden and the game opens up again?
Yep, absolutely.
Oh, hold on, he's going to get.
Oh yes, we've got a wicket.
Please catch that. Please.
Unless the Pakistani fielder's under it. Oh yeah.
Yes, Chacha.
So as I was saying, you need to bring Usman Qadir back because obviously he's going to get a wicket.
Man, I would have put Shaheen on instead of Nawaz.
Okay, he's got to put him on next over.
Yeah, next over, exactly. Next over.
As soon as he skied that, I went, that's out. And then I thought, there's going to be a Pakistani fielder underneath it.
It's not like Alex Hales or Jason Roy underneath it.
Yeah, I mean, there's a Pakistani fielder underneath it. I mean, anything could happen.
Why would you play that shot in this situation? It's mad.
You know what I was just about to say about a minute ago, and then we got like distracted by the talk of Hasnain, that what they have done, especially in that Nawaz over and the over just before that they just said after that no ball, they said, right, we're not going to take these risks anymore. Just knock it around for singles because the game's comfortable. And then he went and played that shot.
Come on, we need a few more.
This is the thing now. Surely we get maybe get a slip in or something. Put a bit of pressure on. Stop the single. Do not. Oh, they probably cross swap 10s, don't they? So
you have to bowl them out though. We can't win by, runs. We just have to bowl them out.
the new batsman now, we cannot let the new batsman get away. We can't give him a single down to long off or something like that. You just got to get men around the back. The only way you're going to win this is by picking up 1, 2 quick wickets now, and then South Africa are struggling, and then they're thinking, what the hell's going on?
Yeah.
If that was one of our players that skied that at 98 for 2, chasing 140, we'd be so annoyed. That was a ridiculous shot.
I think the only advantage of South Africa dropping a wicket for them is Klaasen and Miller coming in. So for them, they'll be thinking, well, Miller's in now. He can just bring it home.
Yeah, true. Averaging.
You know what? All three of you were on at the time, and when we lost our fourth, and Bush still come out to bat. Did anyone make heads or tails in that over against Shamsi? I mean, what were they attempting?
I can't comment on it because Liverpool's defense was in turmoil at the same time, so I couldn't really concentrate on 2 turmoils at the same time. One was enough for me. I think Doc was Shazerbo more invested in that one.
It was poor. It was poor. He didn't look like he had
very poor.
Yeah, it didn't look like he had any answers.
You're in a T20 for the 12th, 13th over the innings, if I remember right, and then you're basically looking to play a batsman out, a bowler out for his 6 balls. It just made no sense to me at all.
The only other thing he could have done is just shuffled across and play a sweep or a lap sweep or even just a big hoik.
He's not an outside player, is he? Though that's the thing. Like,
to be honest, when it hit me was when we were in the Zimbabwe tour, the last one we lost, and then Musrabani, he just figured him out in literally 3 balls, one away.
Yeah.
And the third one he nicked it. He missed 2, and the third one he ended up nicking. I was like,
right.
Well, if you don't bowl in his pads, you've got a chance, haven't you?
Yeah.
Miller on strike.
And even that one he gets caught on quite often.
Shouldn't we be attacking Miller a bit more here? We've got a long on, long off back, no slip, no pressure around the bat. Come on, now's the time, but you've got to attack a little bit more, I think. He might just hit one straight to the man, but he's got one there. 2.
He's got more, he's got 2.
I think on the point on Kushtil, we all know he's got power in him. We've seen it, but it's one-dimensional. I think that's the word for him. Very one-dimensional.
See, that's why I'd rather have Fahim up the order. Because Fahim hits proper quick-hitting shots. He doesn't just hoik.
He does now. I think he was a bit of a hoiker for a bit. Wasn't
Yeah.
He organised his game quite well.
I still think he's a bit weak on the offside. I know he's got a nice drive, but no squarer.
Got away with that.
Come on, man.
You know what? This ball he's bowling him, I'm telling you now. Watch.
No pressure.
Mystic Shazab.
Watch. I'm telling you.
What do they need? They're 102 for 3. They need 43 in just over 8 overs. Oh, God, that's so easy, isn't it? They should be doing that.
Just wickets. Don't watch after this ball, I'm telling you now.
There we go. This is your chance. This will be a viral moment.
Here we go.
You know something we don't.
This one comes to bowl.
Oh.
And he swept it for 2.
I was close. Man, way off.
Innocuous delivery that gets swept for 2. (41 of 49).
Shaheen needs to bowl next over. Come on, Babar.
We've been saying that for about 5 overs now.
So he has to be the next.
He's going to bring him on probably when it's 12 to win off about 32.
Yeah.
Come on, Shaheen, get me a hat trick.
Oh, good delivery. Googly.
Oh!
Pull him or get an edge on that or anything.
All right, Cal, we know.
All right, Cal. Yeah, you did say it's never going to be enough. All right.
Cal, man, we can still win this.
Can still do it. That's the thing with T20 cricket. It can change around so quickly. You know, it just takes a couple of wickets and the whole thing just turns around.
Get Shaheen on.
Let's have a look. Is it Shaheen? It looks like I can see the keeper quite close to the batsman, but it could be anything there.
Yeah, I think it is Nawaz from that angle.
Again, if you're gonna bowl Nawaz, then at least like I say, just get the field up and put some pressure on. Otherwise, they're just going to milk him.
The ball is a tight over, doesn't actually do much to the game right now. We need wickets. Yep, it's Nawaz.
Oi.
Good ball.
I think
To be
Nawaz.
honest, I was just gonna say,
Go on.
Miller's he likes the leg side as well. So I think
Yeah.
2 or 3 dots. I think he doesn't seem like he's gonna stick around. Go on, Shazad.
Short third man, short fine leg. Mid off is up.
It's too short, man.
Oh, run about. Oh, come on. There's no point. Either
Too
save the
slow. Far
Him in
too
the pad.
slow. He's waiting for the ball to come into him, picked it up, got up, then threw it. It was far too slow.
There's our potential man of the match there, Pretorius, with his fifer.
I think I know. I was making the point Nawaz saying. I think he's like Imad. He's just opening. He's opening in it. He's an opener bowler. It's not
Yeah,
really.
just with a new ball.
Yeah.
Spin it through.
So we've got a slip in now.
I was just gonna say for the settled batsman, we got
It's a bit sticky one, isn't it?
Quite makes sense. He's probably going to edge one to him now. Let's hope so. Catch it!
Oh, yes!
Yes, it was. Is that slip? Put the doubt in his mind.
Everyone go you the dua, man. We need to come back this game.
Step batsman gone.
that was the pressure of the slip.
And that was a jinx of me as well about Nawaz.
Oh, he's tried to work it away on the leg side and he's just looped up to Nawaz. Come on, boys.
2 new batsmen now.
Yep.
Listen, drinks
He's
on
looking,
me.
at the pitch. He's looking at the pitch quite suspiciously there, like it's up a bit.
It's because mine's a little bit different.
Only if we had a bit. Sorry, Imi. 10-20 more runs, man. Would have been a close one.
I still think we can squeeze them. I know we need wickets, but 2 new batsmen. Obviously, this looks like a pitch that you need about at least 5 or 6 balls to get in. You can't just swing from ball 1. So maybe, if the next few, let's say the next 3 overs could go for 10, and we can pick up 1 more wicket. Am I being too optimistic here?
No, it's doable. It's doable. We just need.
We got a streaker. We got a streak on the pitch.
Get him off.
In a situation like this, you need a bit of luck as well. So we just need an edge to go to the keeper rather than an edge to go for 4. We need
run out as well.
Yeah, exactly. We need a run out to hit the stumps directly rather than miss by an inch or so. So it's just you need the little things to go your way. Whereas if South Africa play proper cricket, they'll win the game from here. Of course, they should win the game from here.
Okay, so Usman back on next over? Or?
No, Shaheen, I think. I still think Shaheen. Right, slip still in. Carson on strike.
Bob is taking it seriously.
Good.
Everyone's got to be in the right position.
Come on, Rizwan. Sledge him or something, man. Put pressure on him.
Sledge him in a T20.
Do anything. We just need the wicket.
Pull his bat away.
First ball, just get one to skid on LBW. Like that. Oh.
It's a good ball. Oh, just one, lads. Keep to one. Good.
Done. You can hear a bit of more energy in the players as well.
I'm starting to get hungry.
I know we said this for the last 30 minutes. I'm going to say it once more. Get Shaheen over the other end.
I mean, he might come on and go for 20, but you'd think it would make sense right now to bring him on for an over, right?
2 new batsmen.
Yeah.
This is the one.
Right, come on, Nawaz.
Come on, Miller. Play a dumb shot or something.
There's free chai coming from Chaiwala here from Ali Raja if we win this, so this is big. Oh yeah, come on. Oh.
Dory, me and Umar are from Birmingham, so send it to Umar's house. I'll go pick you up. You're welcome there.
Had some good things about Chaiwala.
I'm guessing you don't have one in Hereford then. Is it Hereford?
Hereford, but Hertfordshire, no, we don't. No.
It's better
I
than
think there's one near me as well. I think in Ilford somewhere. But the last time I had chai, as in like tea or coffee or any hot drink, was at least 30 years ago.
Come on,
your age now, Amy.
Catch it!
Oh, yes! Oh,
We've got our tallest fielder there.
Close.
Is that
Oh,
game? Game set?
no, maybe.
Nah,
not.
this over. We got one more over for Shahina, hopefully. Then I'll tell you.
How close was that? It didn't look that close, to be honest.
No, it didn't look as close. Okay, we got over of Shaheen, and we got 2 overs of Shaheen.
Let's
and
have a
we've
look.
got Qadir, Usman Qadir's got 1 over left. With the way the pitch is, would you throw Khushtil in?
Shaheen for me.
No.
Especially with the way our quickies are bowling.
Nah.
From what I've seen of his bowling, I don't think it'd be that threatening. I don't think they'd do anything stupid against him, but
Pressure does funny things, Doc.
this is true. Left field choice, golden arm and all that. 34.
See, like I was saying, is if Shaheen can bowl, whoever's bowling now can bowl a tight over now, Shaheen comes on because somebody will have to come on the other end because Nawaz is ball 4.
It's Usman.
Is Usman?
You could tell, like, I think it is. Yeah.
Right. Umar Riaz wants Shaheen on now. So do most of us, unfortunately.
But Usman Qadir's on.
Go on, Usman.
Come on, lad. Slip
They're on the wicket.
Oh! On, kind of.
We got a slip in, which is good.
Just a maiden, or just 2 runs off this over. Just get it down to just make them think. Let's be honest, there's no team. Tottenham Hotspur, South Africa, chokers, both of them. You know it's going to happen if we just put a bit of doubt in their mind.
That's what I mean. Like if we can go, the next 2 of us can go for about 6 or something.
Catch, please.
Yes! Oh, come off it!
What was that, man? I might be being harsh, but that was a bit of a...
The thing is, you either go for the catch or you stop the boundary.
Yeah, and he's done neither.
That's one of our better fielders.
No, man.
Yeah, that might be it, I guess.
I think that this is what you said about the luck, isn't it?
Yeah, well, yeah, the little thing. Let's have a look.
It's googly.
No, he
He
didn't.
got to it though, man. That's the thing.
Oh, I don't know. It was dying on him. Wasn't it? Oh!
Oh my word!
There's the patch. Just review it. We got 2 in it.
Far too much. Where's that turn been all day? Like that degree of turn. Right, Usman, I think he's bowled all right, and yet somehow he's gone for 139. Yeah.
It doesn't feel like he's gone for 40, innit?
I think it was that first over when he got tongue for a few sixes.
Yeah, 6s. Yeah, whack a googly in now.
Oh, he's turning it. He's really getting some.
He's got 2 balls left, man. Come on.
It's just a shame he's only got 2. Yeah, it's only a shame he's only got 2 balls left here.
Get a silly point in now. I'm joking.
The commentators are saying they should just see him off from a South African point of view, obviously.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe the strike bowler. Well, I don't know, Ali. We keep talking about Shaheen coming on. Oh, no. Oh, it's come out wrong.
You went for the googly?
No, it's come out wrong. Sorry.
He's having a giggle because I think he got a bit overexcited with the purchase he was getting out of the wicket.
Yeah.
So he decided to go for one real big boomer.
What do they need? 29 now, I think?
Something like that.
What? Oh, 1 there. 28. 1 ball to go for Usman.
Ali Raja was saying he's local to me. Whereabouts is he?
I think he said you're a Green Street lad as well. Ilford? Ali Raja, where are you? Where do you live? I'm not going to... Don't worry, I'm not...
Where do you live?
Yeah.
But
not the exact road.
Yeah.
Just area.
Just your home address and bank account details.
And the 3 digits on the back of your card.
Yeah.
28 off 37. No chance here, boys, is there? Come on. 28 off 37.
It's going to be a breeze. They'll win in 19.1 overs.
Literally, the next boundary they get is kind of game over. Oh, no, Usman, not that.
It's for toss, but...
Is that on for 4?
There's no one there. Right. 2.
Okay, come on, Shaheen. Hat trick needed. No pressure.
Why is Harris jogging towards the ball?
Yeah, I was going Haris Rauf is not the most mobile in the field, is he?
Well, he hasn't done bugger all else to be tired, or
Usman 1 for 43. I don't think he bowled as bad as that, but there we are. That's T20 cricket, isn't it? If the cards are back to a ball, you know what? Have I just seen if the card just getting rid of the ball?
Yep.
Surely not. We need that strike bowler on, man.
Oh, there you go. You got your answer there from Ali Raja. Used to live in East Ham.
Ah, he's literally. Yeah,
not too far.
Literally depends on where in East Ham. I can walk it to East Ham station in about 6 minutes from my house.
Right, come on, Iftikhar, redeem yourself.
Jaja Ifti. Jaja Ifti.
Cha-cha, come on.
Here we go.
I didn't even know you had that.
One there.
Nah, it's gonna be just singles, innit? Shaheen should have bowled here, man.
So should we? Shaheen, anyone who's listening to the commentary, Shaheen's not injured or anything, is he? I mean, he's still on the pitch, right? He's there.
Yeah, because he missed that. Well, the one went over his head about 5 minutes ago. There he is.
Yeah.
He's in Ilford. I used to live in East Ham. I literally live between East Ham and Ilford, the town right in between at Manor Park. So I'm 5 minutes away from East Ham, 5 minutes away from Ilford.
25.
Umar, wait. Oh, wait, let's see this.
Oh.
Umar, where are you from, bro? Just a quick question.
Hansa.
Okay.
What's the road's name and the door number?
101 Buckingham Palace.
Shaheen's limbering up. So
It's not a point now, is it?
You should have come on about 4 overs ago.
There's been a few question marks over Barbara's captaincy this match, I can't lie.
Well, he's not been, I think,
Yeah.
one.
It's gonna happen, he's new. Listen, so I don't want no one to just, get onto him too much.
I felt like between the 8th over, the 7th over and the 11th over, he just started sulking. Barber, he's like, forget this.
You lot, honestly. All right, come on. Oh, dot ball. Right.
I actually went to Newham College, if that's right. And it was back in 99, I think, was my first year there. A long time ago. Feel old.
Ooh. Breaking news from Umar Riaz: Ifti is no Suklan. This is true.
Come on, there's a bit similar.
Suklan is no Ifti.
Well, this is true also, isn't it?
I think
3 off the over. 3 off the over so far. 1 ball to go. Go on.
Okay, he's cemented his spot for the next game now.
I think this comment's pretty good. Lads, it's just bang average. Bob has some sort of curse with that Grey Nickel sponsor. Rolf is an open bowler. Liverpool get European League. Look at the end part. Liverpool get European League.
Umar, I just feel sorry for you today. Pakistan losing and
I was just going to
losing.
say,
that's one of the worst feelings, I'm telling you.
6 minutes past 4 on a Saturday and my weekend is done. I'm not waking up till Monday.
Do you watch any other sports?
I'm sure your family are delighted to hear that, Umar. Although, of course, we all know tables are getting turned tomorrow with United and Pakistan playing simultaneously. I think United will win at West Brom, hopefully. Not quite sure.
I don't know how to react to that one at the moment.
Of course you're beating West Brom, come on.
No, I hope so.
Oh, Shaheen's on!
Hey! Yeah! What is it? Didn't someone say when it was going to be 12? Oh, well, that's why you said 12 of 32, right? And what is it? It's about 25 of 30 or something. What is it? I can't see the score now.
I think it's
I told you bring on Shaheen.
It's 19, sorry. It's 19 of 30, I think.
Well, there you go.
Far too
And they're
late.
going to play him tomorrow as well, of course.
Yeah. Well, I have to say, guys, I got this one wrong. I really thought we would. I thought we'd win. Or at least, if they won, I thought it'd be quite difficult for South Africa. I did not expect them to need 19 off 30. So what's gone wrong here then? Are we not? So we haven't batted well enough. Clearly in the middle overs. Clearly we haven't batted well enough. And
Doc, I've got it. I've got what's happened. We haven't batted well enough. We haven't bowled well enough. We haven't fielded well enough.
Yeah, I think you asked asked me that question halfway through.
And
We got a chance.
and you know what? I've got two more. I don't think we picked the right 11, and I don't think we should have won the toss as well.
Do you know what it was?
Basically, nothing's
I
gone
didn't
right.
think we had enough. I blame Doc. He gave me some hope. I copied Doc.
Sorry.
No,
Well,
I
He's
knew you
the
were the
doctor here. Let's just go with the clever one.
Big
I
mistake.
should have gone with Cal.
Cal knew better. Oh my God, that's a nightmare, isn't it?
No ball for.
No ball for, probably on a warning for not being allowed to
Oh
bowl.
my
Who
life.
said bring back Shaheen?
Do you know? We needed Shaheen on a few overs ago. Right now, I can't even see the point of bowling him because you're basically, if he gets injured, you've.
Whoa.
Ali Raja is an angry man. Ali Raja says, as you mentioned this a few times now, Iftikhar, Dalit, Kushtil, Nawaz in the same team. So of those four, I want fingers now, 1, 2, 3 or 4. How many of those four, Iftikhar, Dalit, Kushtil, Nawaz, are in our best team if there was a World Cup final tomorrow, as I keep saying?
I'll keep the lot of them for. Because I feel like he's, like you like said, whoa. It's free hit.
Hey, catch.
Oh, no ball in it.
Free hit. You forgot.
I forgot as well, I'll be honest with you.
You know when you're at the cricket and you have those crowd catches that bounce and everyone goes up and you feel like a right noob, like you've never watched a game of cricket in your life or something.
I've mentioned this before. We were at a test match here and the ball reviewed and LBW and Riz was sitting next to me and he just went bananas, not realising we're halfway through a review and he's still chanting away and the guy in front of him went, "Excuse me, mate, it's reviewed." The embarrassment. But yeah, going to that question, if we had to pick our best T20 11.
I'll be nice with Talat. I'll give him a few more chances. But the rest, I think Imad or Shadab will replace Nawaz,
Why did
obviously,
you taste better?
when they're back. And Iftikhar and Kushtil, what's your, okay, one by one, yeah, Kushtil, what's your opinion on him right now? 9 matches played.
No, goodbye, gone. See you later.
I agree. He's had his chances. It's not like he can't say, you know what, they never gave me a chance. He's come in certain...
Shaheen, what is this nonsense, Shaheen? Why is he bowling? As much as we've hyped him up, he's come and bowled a no ball 5 and a leg stump full toss. And there's 8 to win off 26. My views, by the way, sorry, just to say on Kushtil, I think they'll give him more time. Unfortunately, my gut feeling is I don't think he'll make it.
Yeah. You know, he's not done anything so far. Even with Asif Ali, and I'm not endorsing Asif Ali in the team here, but if you gave him like 10 games, you at least get one decent performance out of him. We're not getting even that out of Kushtil at the moment.
If anyone's got anything in the comments that they could say to cheer us up, please let us know.
Yes, please, just something.
I've just had some cake.
Hulk, we need you.
I've just had some cake, if that's
I'm actually getting hungry, so Hamza started it.
Yeah, I was kind of glad he let me go. I had some burgers as well, homemade.
Homemade, yeah.
Sometimes I think I can only get one happiness in a day, so I think that happened with Liverpool losing.
Oh, but you're like one of those burger kids that they say in Pakistan, aren't you?
There's one happiness in the day. That's all you can get. The advantage is Pakistan and Man United are playing together, so the happiness might happen together. So I'll count it as one.
No, it won't.
What time is the night game tomorrow?
2 o'clock.
Party or yeah?
Yeah, party or yeah.
You know how many times that video plays in my house right now? I mean, my wife plays it. Have a look at this one. One of my daughters goes, "Dad, have a look at this one." The other one picks it up. "Dad, have a look at this one." Like,
You know, I was hoping that one of the players, there was that, was it the Toyota or the Honda that was by the pitch in the test matches? And one of the players could do a little selfie. Yeah, Marikara. Yeah, Marikara.
Yeah, हमारी ज़लालत हो रही है.
have you actually seen one in the office? And he goes, "ये मेरा office है, ये मेरी team है, और हद हरामी हो रही है." Because no one's doing any work. No one's doing any work.
All right, 7 off 24. Who's this? Iftikhar. Oh, that's a
Oh, that's massive. That's massive.
They
And
need
that-
1-1 to win.
And that, ladies and gentlemen, is that.
Okay, lads, put you on the spot. Changes the next game. Start from
All of them.
Duck.
Get them all out.
All of them except for this one.
It's time to go. As Claude would say.
Yeah.
Haris roll for me. Sorry,
Haris for
Haris roll
Hussain.
for me.
One by one.
Yes,
Who's
I'll
first?
go first.
Go on.
Haris roll to go. Hasnain to come in, and I would also rest Shaheen regardless,
And Hassan Ali, I guess.
and play for Hushdil. And have we got another batsman in that squad? No. Asif Ali, Iftikhar, I don't know. But yeah, that's that.
Game over.
Last game. Well
Run 'em
played, South
out.
Africa.
Changes for me quickly for tomorrow. Well done, South Africa. I have to say they played well there. Unlucky lads.
Yeah, I mean,
So I would say top 3 stays the same. Iftikhar out for Asif Ali. Why not? No, sorry. Iftikhar out for Danish Aziz. Keep the 3 young lads in there. So keep Danish Aziz, Hussain Third, Khushtil Shah, so they can't complain that they haven't had chances. Take out Shaheen, take it to rest. Take out Haris just to give him a rest. Bring in Hassan Ali. Bring in the other seamer, Hasnain, and see what happens. Ali Raja, the 11 you sent. Sorry, Ali, we did. Ali says, sorry, let me just come to your comment there, Ali. Sorry, very quickly. We're going to finish up in a second, lads. Ifti out, Khushtil out. Ali for who? Just okay. Nawaz out. Who you bringing in?
No, Nawaz is all right. Leave Nawaz in.
Yeah, I'm bringing Asaf Ali in. I know he's not had a good record, but Khushtil has had his chances. Both games, our mid-loader has flopped, literally. So I'll bring Asif and Danish Aziz in for Khushtil and Iftikhar, and then bowling as well, Hussain and Hussain, like you guys said. That's my changes.
Any positives from today, guys? Any positives at all? Rizwan?
Rizwan again.
Fahim's innings.
Fahim's innings.
That's it.
Osman
Gardner?
was turning it. He'll be threatening in the future if he wasn't today.
yeah. I mean, that's the thing with leggies, though, isn't it? They're going to have
Yeah, I was
bad
just going to
days.
say.
You're going to have them days
Yeah.
or overs where they're going to absolutely get dismantled.
Ali G, Buyaka Shah, we need to speak up against some of these guys. Rizwan, Babar, speak up against or for? Oh, sorry, this is his team. Sorry. So Rizwan, Babar headed. I like that. Danish Aziz, okay. Asif Ali, fine. Give him a chance. Fahim, yes. Zahid Mahmood, instead of Nawaz, okay, give him a chance. Usman stays in the team. Hassan Ali, Shaheen. Shaheen's gonna sprain an ankle in a minute if we don't stop playing him.
Jello boys is what it is, isn't it?
Ali Raja would go to
This one.
Khushtil. He'd also say Danish for Ifti. Yes, that makes sense. Hassan for Nawaz and take a spinner out. Fair enough. Okay. Any last comments from anyone at all?
It was a tight game the other day, but this, I mean, they've won in what, 16.2 overs?
Comfortable.
That's 100.
So,
They played a 100 game there. They're getting ready for the summer. Yeah.
yeah, literally, they're
Nearly.
basically that's a battering. So we've got what, 21 hours before we start again tomorrow. 20 hours. We need to really work out a plan here.
All right. Cheers, guys. So anyone in the comments, thank you so much for all your comments, guys. Really enjoyed interacting with you. As always, even when we lose, it's still good fun to have a chat and watch it with friends. And you guys who are sending in comments, it's like watching it with friends. So thanks very much. Join us again tomorrow. We'll be on at 1:45 for another watch-along. And inshallah, Pakistan can do a heck of a lot better than they did today. Follow us on Twitter. We'll follow you back. Like, share, and subscribe. The YouTube channel. Join us again tomorrow. And inshallah, see you soon. Cheers, guys. Allah Hafiz and Pakistan.
Zindabad.
Zindabad.
Yeah, boys.